we got
Hello.
the little red dot there for me.
It's saying we're live, but I want the
Yeah, but-
confirmation before I start being charismatic.
It shows up on YouTube and it shows up on Twitch.
So we're actually
Hey.
live.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hi, everyone. So look, I had this big elaborate intro planned, and then that fell through. And then immediately afterward, I sang a song about how I fucked it up. But then that fell through.
It was actually
But
really
this,
good.
the third
was great.
intro, it will stand, my lad, and that is what you will inherit. The strongest intro in all of the kingdom. Hi, everyone. I'm Monty Python's favorite quoter, Pope Brandon Brownson, and these are my silly little friends, and we're going to be playing a silly little
Hi.
game. Silly little friends, introduce yourselves, starting with the guy above me, the handsome one. All of you are handsome, especially you. I'm not going to elaborate on that. RC, introduce yourself.
Wow. Fuck me, I guess.
Hi, I'm RC Byler, and I will be playing Robert Wilson, aka the Crafter, for this special episode.
You don't understand, Dan. He's the handsome one, you're the personality, Rachel's the heart, and I'm the diseased liver.
Oh, okay.
Wait, I'm like Captain Planet. I'm the heart kid.
Look,
Well,
you're the one that
you
all
can't
the
have Captain Planet without it.
Yeah, there you go. Dan, introduce yourself. you
Okay,
bastard.
well, I am Dan.
You know what? Hang
Yardak,
on.
the
Thank you,
Yardak.
Callan. No, Dan, you're pretty. It's different than handsome. Fair point. Thank you for saving me.
Am I not pretty? Excuse me.
Look, I've already dug myself one
Fight,
hole.
fight,
Could you
fight.
fucking throw me a bone here? RC, this is why I let you do the intros.
Yeah, I just like to see what would happen.
Fucking crash
Anyway.
and burn.
Dan, intro.
Okay, well, I am Dan, and I am playing Yardak, the Atlantean. I'm
Okay,
introduced.
Alan, that is very sweet. I'm Rachel. I'm playing Ruby Lawson, or visual aid.
I'm just waiting for Callan to post. Brandon, you're here.
You're here. You know, this wouldn't be happening without you, so.
So, yeah, tonight we are going to be running a Christmas-themed adventure, G-Seed, Gamer Claused, by myself, Pope Brandon Brownson. I'm out of shit to say in this intro. Are we ready to do the cool thing?
Not the on the inside.
Well, I think there's no better way to go than that. Let's
Deducting a hero point.
go to the
From
video.
Callan?
Yeah.
It is Christmas Eve in the city of Riverside. A thick layer of dusting covers the top of every building. Slush has accumulated over the streets from where the salt has just began to do its job. And we fade into the apartment of one Ruby Lawson, much better known to some as Visual Aid. Ruby, what does Christmas Eve look like in your home?
Well, usually Ruby goes back to Texas for Christmas, but her parents are on a cruise and her sister's doing Christmas with her in-laws. So this
I'm not
year,
gonna lie, I always forget you have a sister.
that's fair. I don't bring it up very often. I imagine Ruby's like calls her when you guys aren't around. I don't know. She's trying to keep her out of the visual aid stuff, so better she doesn't like see as much of you guys.
No, that's understandable. Usually Brock doesn't do well around family. Anyways, meanwhile, back at the plot immediately.
So, uh, so I'm imagining it's her, Bethany. I'm imagining up to you guys whether you were whether you wanted to come, but Ruby would have invited the crafter, Laserhawk, and Yardak to celebrate Christmas at her apartment. It's her and Bethany. Christmas Eve this year also involves Hanukkah because Ruby is half Jewish, like me.
As flattered as Brock is actually out of town with the boy and some family. This doesn't get to happen very often.
Good for him. Ruby is glad about this. Ruby is like,
Good, someone has to be.
Celebrate Christmas with your son? Yes, that is what you should be doing.
Is anyone else celebrating Christmas with Ruby Lawson?
Hell yeah.
Agent Alan Rickard.
Oh yeah.
And Bethany, I imagine like Ruth Day would have also been invited, and any one of our friends that didn't have somewhere to go. But I imagine a lot of people are with their families on Christmas Eve.
Fantastic. And in this particular moment where we're zooming in, what are you guys doing?
Because I know you want me to do this, Brandon. I'm going to say Ruby's showing off her skirt, which we're just saying she's wearing the skirt I'm wearing, which is, I don't know how to do this with my headphones. So
take the headphones off. It's okay. We won't talk shit.
This one time.
This one time. You get a one-time pass.
Rudolph skirt.
It fucking blinks.
And the glowing nose.
Absolute ridiculousness.
I love it. I love it. I love it so much.
It makes Rachel and Ruby very happy.
As it absolutely should. So you're showing off your incredible, fantastic skirt. Yardak?
I don't have a skirt, but my shirt has lights on it. I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but it just says the word lights because one of my favorite artists is Lights, and I had nothing Christmas to bring to the table today, so that's what you get. She obviously wins. It's an actual glowing skirt. It beats a hoodie with the word Lights on it.
Dan, I don't care if this is not how this game works. Rocks fall. Take 1d6 damage.
We don't even use d6 for this game.
That is accurate.
So, yeah, and as these Christmas festivities are going on, Ruby, your phone rings. And probably not the one you want to be ringing.
Well, that's not great.
It's her Santa phone.
How many phones does this woman have?
Hello.
I don't know her life.
Hello, this is Visual Aid.
Oh, thank God I have the number right. Hey, how you doing? I'm Mosey. You remember me, right?
Yes, Mosey. I very much remember you. Merry Christmas. What's going on?
Yeah, Merry Christmas. I feel like such a dick calling you right now. It's fucking Christmas Eve. You know how you said that if I was ever in a situation, you might be able to help me out?
Yeah, totally.
So God, where do I even start? So look, there's this massive gang war rippling through the underground that even the corpos are getting involved with right now. My best friend is in jail for bailing me out of a police office. It turns out that the underground has this entire hidden district that's filled with like these half man, half animal people. There's this new cult that's causing all sorts of problems. I gotta deal with at least 1 or 2 assassination attempts a week. The underground is getting gentrified, and some bald dickheads have been running around stealing all the fucking Christmas decorations.
I was gonna say I had that on speakerphone because I can't repeat all that.
Nope. What did Mosey say?
A lot.
Oh,
Shit's
am I on speaker? Hi everyone. Merry Christmas.
Merry
Happy
Crisis,
holidays.
it seems like.
Yeah.
You're right.
I think ever since Crafter heard Underground, he's basically been trying to like inch away from the conversation. Like, no, not on the holiday.
Oh, is the Crafter already here?
Oh well, Ruby said that she invited
Yeah,
Crafter and
I
Cookie.
invited
Yeah.
the
Well, I
crafter,
didn't
so-
hear you confirm or deny, so...
Oh, that's fair.
okay,
You
so
don't.
the
No, she did.
crafter's there. Okay, my apologies, I didn't hear that. So the Paradise PD... Look, if I'm talking, always assume it's not a Paradise PD reference.
I don't even know what that is.
Nor do I.
A show, allegedly.
Well, I mean, I assumed.
Meanwhile, back at the plot.
Fair enough.
So yeah, this now 13, is he 13? We're gonna say he's 13. This now 13-year-old child is calling you in a panic. How do we respond?
Okay, I will be there as soon as we can.
I appreciate that. Look, I don't expect you to deal with everything in one night. If you could just help me get my fucking Christmas tree back, if nothing else, I don't have much in this world. I don't even know how to describe them, man.
I mean, so far you seem to be describing the plot of The Grinch, which is interesting.
Oh god, I am. Is this what my life has come to?
I'm sorry. I don't know how to respond to that, honestly, Mosey.
Thank you. Not enough people apologize to me.
God, the life this kid leads.
Okay, Robert,
Yes, Ruby.
any way you can get us to River? We live in Riverside. Any way you can get us to Highwind?
I was very, very curious on how you were planning on doing this otherwise.
We have a
everybody
visual
that's here
van. It
knows
might
who
just
I
take
am,
a
right?
moment.
Sorry,
I said everyone who's here knows who I am, right? This is not me saying this out
I
loud,
think
this is me
so.
asking the
I
GM.
think so.
I would most certainly hope
Pretty
so
sure.
by now. Otherwise, you've just been standing in this corner of this party for a while, just
Yeah.
No, I
menacing
meant
everyone.
more like my secret identity.
No secret identity. I think Bethany definitely knew.
That's why I was trying to think about who all was here.
I said any of our friends who didn't have anywhere to go, but with the idea that most of them probably did have somewhere to go.
I mean, honestly, if Bethany ever became a villain, she just knows too much.
Yeah.
Not allowed.
But yeah, I think the crafters at least like casually interacted with most everybody in like our like general like inner circle.
Yeah. Except my family.
But, yeah. Well, I mean, you saw what happened when Myra had her family involved.
Exactly.
Hassan
It's
got
prob-
kidnapped
do
at
not
RCI.
Do you not think Ruby is like, that's why my family cannot be involved?
Little do you know, Yardak is one of 23.
I'll let RC deal with the ramifications of that statement. I am but a humble shepherd tending to my plot.
I want to say, for the record, because I just looked, it said Mosey's heart grew 3 sizes that day. Mosey is not the Grinch in this scenario. He is a member of Whoville.
I
know what?
fucking
Headcanon
hope
accepted.
I'm Cindy Lou Who.
Well, I
So,
guess go sing "Where Are You, Christmas" and see what happens.
Hey, hang on. Hey, shit, they're coming through the doors.
Oh my god!
So, look, I'll see you guys soon. Get back away from my decorations!
And the phone goes blank.
Why are they stealing that kid's decorations? I honestly like. I can make him new decorations. I'm more concerned about him physically.
Well,
they were stealing
it's
all
good
the
to know that
decorations,
you
I
have
think.
your priorities straight.
You might not know it, but there's a very, very heavily trafficked underground Christmas black market.
So, what do we do from here?
Who wants to take a trip to Highwind?
I do.
All right, Crafter, who up until this point had been like in like a nice Christmas sweater, takes the sweater off, opens a portal, puts the portal through the sweater, brings his cloak back out.
Always one
and-
for the flair for
Ruby,
dramatics.
I'm sorry to say, the
wanna carry a
visual
bag.
aid leaves the light up holiday skirt behind. It
Rickard,
draws a little too much attention to her.
Rickard, knowing how much the skirt means to you, takes it to hang up in a little bit.
Thank you, honey.
Anytime, Rumi. I've always wanted to do that voice.
It's fun.
Yippee-ki-yay, on to the closet with me.
Are you
Now you're doing
trying
more
to
like
tell me
you're
that
doing more
Rickard's
like
favorite
old
Christmas
Rickard
movie
now.
is Die Hard?
Rickard's had a couple to drink.
His
I'm
voice
now
turns to old
imagining,
Rickard
just because
when
you
he
said
drinks.
that Rickard's in a sweater that says like now I have a machine gun, ho ho ho.
Absolutely. I will give you this much in life, Ruby. So, love you, Deimos. Happy New Year. Crafter, did we throw open some portals?
I throw open a portal and so I don't know where Mosey lives. I remember we've been to Underground Radio Revolution.
Um,
Oh yeah.
Does
Yeah,
He
Mosey-
lives at the radio.
It seems possible, I'll be honest, that Mosey lives at that radio station.
we can get into that, but yeah, you can get to you can get like right outside of Underground Radio Revolution pretty easily for the sake of advancing plot.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just saying, because he's been there before, because he knows where it is in space.
Yeah.
Mhm.
he can open the
So-
door there.
You throw open the portal, and I need you guys to understand, in my original version of this that not even RC knew about, this was totally going to be a situation where this portal took you back in time to like the 1800s and there were going to be shenanigans afoot. But I'll be honest, I procrastinated all of the important shit for that way too long. So we're getting the actual plot I wrote here. So you don't go to the 1800s. You do, in fact,
Were we gonna do like a
Um,
Christmas Carol with the 1800s?
basically...
Okay.
Like, it probably would have frustrated Robert to no end because of all the plot shit I would have introduced in the 1800s. But what happens instead is that you do, in fact, enter the underground, which, you see looks a bit more ransacked than usual. Of course, this being located in Subway City, a city built out of decommissioned subway towers that has a very brutalist architecture about it. And, RC, do you have the pictures ready to go?
If you want to private chat me like the initials, so as to. If it's
I can absolutely do that. Check Facebook. So, it is as you step through this portal, you see that the underground subway city looks a little bit more ransacked than usual, and then you very quickly see why. You see this large robot with a bald head upon it, and it turns to face you,
What the fuck?
and it is Joe Rogan's head.
Fuck you.
Is that a
Oh,
joke, or
man.
is that something that's actually happening?
This is something that's actually happening. You think we'd spend money on a joke like that? Come on, we're not made of this stuff.
God damn it. Well, if there's anybody's halls I want a deck.
That's
And-
fair.
It turns to you, and it says,
Wanna
"You
do some
there,
DMT?
you got any presents?"
No.
I don't believe you. Let me check your pockets.
I make a sword, and I say no. It's like, I could give you one of these in your like robot stomach.
Can you make DMT?
What?
Can you make DMT?
DMT?
I don't think so, right?
I mean, I guess it's a compound chemical, but I mean,
it's a compound
you
chemical,
make-
which would be the hardest
you
part.
make alcohol.
No DMT.
No.
You make Rogue Android very angry.
I
Give
swear
me
to
your
God.
Christmas presents now.
We have not
And
hit 20
that-
minutes in this stream, and I'm already done.
Can I? Fuck it. I'm going all out. I make a lump of coal.
Roll me a persuasion check.
Also, I just love that for the first time ever, Ruby's the first one that jumps immediately to violence. She's like, I make a sword.
It's Joe Rogan.
It's Joe Rogan,
Which-
and I
yeah,
want
that's
to
what
be
it took.
done with this shit.
Also, write that down for what it took for her to go straight to violence is Joe Rogan.
That is.
I'm so
Okay,
happy that this is going to be immediately available on YouTube so I can watch the realization that you're about to fight a Joe Rogan android over and over and over again.
22 overall.
On a persuasion check.
Yep.
I mean, I don't
Giving
think it
him
would
a
be hard
lump of
to.
coal.
He's an android. Well, I mean, depending on how
You know
sophisticated
what?
this android is, but it doesn't really sound like it.
I just rolled a 3 on the dice.
That tracks for how the robot speaks.
So sure. You see that his very, very red face begins to pale up once again when he grabs the piece of coal and goes, haha, I knew you were holding an eye on me. I'm not stupid. I have a talk show. And
Dude.
rockets emit from his feet and he flies off.
Oh.
A genuine question from both Rachel and Ruby. Does he actually have a talk show? I thought he just had a podcast.
Look,
Well,
it's a
I mean,
podcast where he
same
talks
thing.
to people on it.
Yeah.
Forgive me
interview
for
show.
not boning up on my Joe Rogan lore before introducing
I
him as a
just
character.
don't want to live in the universe where, like, he has a late night show.
I don't want to live in the universe with Joe Rogan yet. Here we are.
Valid.
That ship has sailed. So
So the rogue android flies away. Side note, I did not think that combat was going to be sidestepped there. Well fucking done. And yeah, you see that the doors to Underground Radio Revolution have literally been knocked off the hinges as you see a familiar, brightly colored wind jacket clad child pumping off shot after shot of a shotgun into 2 rogue androids who he is
Oh.
tussling with.
So it's not just one. There are multiple rogue androids.
There are many rogue androids.
Okay.
well, yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
This is me giving someone an opportunity to do something before we jump into initiative.
You said that there's how many in front of him?
2.
Two. Are they trying to get in, or are they trying to get away from Mosey's crazy ass?
It looks like they're trying to get the child who is defending himself with a shotgun.
In that case, because they shoot rockets out of their feet, I want to because I assume they don't notice us right now, right?
They're a little preoccupied with the shotgun-clad child.
Okay, then I want to try to freeze their feet so they can't use those rocket feet.
Okay, and Arcee, it looked like you were about to say something?
Yeah, I don't know what would be the best thing. I'm thinking intellect. Can I roll an intellect check to see if perhaps in my travels I am familiar with the Joe
It's gonna
Rogan?
fuck me up if the crafter knew about rogue androids this whole time and didn't say a word.
He didn't want them to be true. He had to deny it to himself to live with
You
that
know what?
information.
For shits and tees, roll that shit. Dan, I'm also gonna have you roll that shit. Hang on to your number. Rachel, would you like to do anything?
I am going to fuck it. I tried to think of something that is not dropping an anvil on those goddamn things.
I mean, look, you know me. You know how much
know
I
what?
do love that if he
We're-
can't come
we're-
up with anything else.
We're gonna mix it up a bit. Giant Christmas bell.
Take your fucking hero point, you monster. I love that.
Yeah.
Roll that, but we are going to go in order of operation here. Dan, what did you get?
A 22 overall.
Okay. I'm gonna be real fucking chill about it. It's Christmas. So yeah, with a 22 overall, you do see that like they're kind of lunging forward toward Mosey,
Mhm.
before their feet are completely frozen solid, stopping them in their tracks. It doesn't seem like this is gonna work for long, but you've definitely distracted the big hulking bastards. RC, what is you know what? We're gonna do you last. Ruby, what did you get?
Sorry, my internet was being a little weird, and I was making sure it wasn't going to affect it.
That's fair.
So that would be the create plus, so it would be an unnatural 20.
With an unnatural 20, you managed to full on clang one of these bastards solidly in the head. You actually see that like its torso compresses a little bit, and you physically knocked a couple of inches off of it.
Good.
Still technically
As
functional.
cartoonish as possible. Mwah.
Well, now I mean it's about the size of normal Joe Rogan because he's tiny. Isn't he like 5'8"?
I don't know. I don't care to know.
Dan,
I
I'm
just like
5'8".
making fun of Joe Rogan. Yeah, but you're okay. I'm not gonna make fun of you. You're a short king. He's a short goblin.
RC, what did you get on your knowledge, Rogan?
14. I didn't really have anything specific to it, so I just rolled general intellect.
I was
Unless I could
really
do
hoping.
investigation, in which case it would be 16. But I don't think that would really be the right thing for this.
I'm going to let it be an investigation because with the 16, I can have a little bit of fun.
Okay.
Long ago, you saw a tablet which foretold of the day that a big bald robot would come to the land. I'm kidding. You don't know shit. But with that, we are going to go into initiative.
So the one that got smushed a little bit, is he still conscious or he just a little compressed?
He's functional-ish.
Okay.
Okay. And I'll put
Maybe with an
I already had
accordion
my
sound?
sword out. So
Yep, you do. What was that, RC?
Oh, I said, does he make a bit of an accordion sound? Or does the bell sound like the Taco Bell dong when it hits him?
yeah.
Both of these. In
Okay,
fact,
so we're rolling
if
initiative?
yes, we're rolling initiative. I can't remember the name of that song, so we're gonna abort the joke.
I got an 11 for my initiative.
All right, doesn't look like there's any bonus there.
My rolls are not starting.
Okay. RC, you said you got an 11. Dan?
It is a 21.
21.
Hot diggity dogs.
Rachel? Oh, I almost forgot to roll for Mosey. Silly me. Fucking okay. And Rachel, what did you get?
23.
23. Holy shit.
Yeah, right?
I rolled well on initiative for once in my goddamn life.
Speedy ass.
And also
I didn't know Myra
laser
was
hawk.
here.
I was about to say,
Laser Hawk's
Brock's
not here. So
yeah, Brock's out of town, so everyone else is picking up the slack. With that, it is. I didn't want you to full screen, you son of a bitch. Sorry, don't mind me. Just trying to get things in order, both as far as my layout and my life. With that, it is first
tell me
going
if
to
you figure out
go.
how to get your life together. That'd be good to know.
I'll write a book about it and make many money. But until then,
money.
Ruby, you are up first in the initiative.
Okay, I'm gonna go to the one that I took down in size a little bit.
Okay.
And we're just gonna go and try and stab the thing. I'll be honest. I don't like this thing. I want it to go away.
Okay. And to specify, this is like a very small waiting room type area. I'd say that these things are maybe like 15 feet from you at most from the
Okay.
entrance. So yeah, you could definitely go up to the one that you already schmacked and schmack him again. Roll for schmackage.
Ooh. Okay, so 28.
Also, have we
What's up,
discussed
Dan?
how big they are?
I would say that the entity before you probably stands at like 7 foot tall.
Oh, okay. So they're big, but not like astronomically large. I was thinking like
Yeah,
Iron
they're-
Giant size.
It's funny because that's the reference art we used anyway.
I know. I
Um,
noticed. I was like, "Excuse me." That's what made me think about why is it
they're-
that fucking big?
I'm so sorry.
So
I was
they're like
distracted by
so they're like
shenanigans.
NFL player tall, not
Yeah, this is like an NFL player tall.
yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, Ruby. I got distracted by bullshit. What did you roll again?
Let me look at the calculator again because 28.
It's like a
Because
28.
it went out of both of our heads.
Yeah, you schmacked him hard. What is the DC?
19.
Okay. RC, I'm making a parry check here, right? It's been a while since I've DM'd.
Sorry, I missed what was being done. That would require checking into my character sheet.
Ruby is
stabbing.
giving this thing a good stab in the ass.
It's not a parry check. It would.
I
be...
didn't say ass, but sure.
Yeah, like I know I'm rolling against Ruby's DC. Just what am I rolling?
No, other way around. Ruby is rolling an attack check to attack.
Yes, and
versus
Ruby
the
already.
parry plus 10.
Yes, and Ruby already succeeded in that.
Oh, okay.
So
So we're trying to figure out how much
yeah,
damage.
I'm rolling against her DC to make sure that I don't
Precisely, yeah.
parry, right?
Her damage plus 15, whatever that DC is.
Okay, against the parry. Just wanted to be sure.
No. If she has already hit, then you're rolling a toughness check.
Okay.
Mhm.
Sorry, that's why I misunderstood.
I mean, it still works for you, but not as well as if that had been a parry. You know what? This is one you already hit. Yeah, so with one fell swoop, you managed to shove your sword right into this thing's already damaged gears and circuitry. And with a final, don't forget to subscribe, it hits the ground.
Fuck you.
I will not be subscribing.
But the other one does not look none too pleased about this. No way, none how.
Watching this happen, the crafter goes, "Whoa, Ruby, that's wild."
What?
No, I just want like
Can
one
you
like
look that
as
up?
they die, just be like, "I'm being silenced."
So much for the tolerant.
So much you say so much for the tolerant left.
Anyway,
I tried to ignore. I tried to ignore Joe Rogan so much. I was like, I think all I have in me is like a Fear Factor reference, and that's it.
I forgot that's why we have to deal with him is because Fear Factor happened.
Yes,
Fear
truly
Factor.
tragic.
Now,
Ruby, have you got anything else up your sleeve?
She's like, just these knives.
Ruby, what have you got there? A knife! No!
No! Ruben's doing a cool pose with her sword when like kind of taunting the other one to come get her.
All right. Well, then, with that, I do not have mod ability. With that, it is going to go to Yardak.
Okay, so I'm trying to think. Okay, so because they're androids, would they? I'm trying to think of like what their sight would be like, because they already seem rather dumb. But I wanted to use my water to have it snow right in front of his eyes to distract him. So to set up a good attack for the crafter.
You know what?
Can I like make them not vulnerable? That's not the word, but like susceptible to attack.
I will allow that. I'm
I
just.
think I didn't know what their visual capabilities were because they're
You have an
androids,
aid
but
action, I'm pretty sure.
Oh yeah, what am I doing? I'm not even a mod on the Twitch. I can't block that guy.
Oh, let me know.
All right, yeah. So God, I'm trying to figure out what you're gonna want to roll there.
would it be deception? Or
Blinding him with snow. Do you think that's a deception, RC?
well, not like actually like physically blinding him, but like I'm trying to like distract them and like
I was
have
gonna
it
say,
snow
yeah,
like
if
right
the
in front of their
goal
eyes.
Okay,
the
if you're
goal, I
trying
would
to-
say, is to do that, then it would be an aid action, I would think. Like your goal is to help the crafter ultimately.
Yeah,
Just
because
finish
your
it.
attack is next.
Okay. I mean, yeah. Fuck it. Roll it as a deception.
Okay.
you can do that guy.
14 and 9 23.
23. Yeah, so with that, like, this thing solidly has its eye on Ruby, ready to swing its big, mechanically meaty hands at her. Before suddenly it is distracted by all the pretty flutters in front of it, and it starts to kind of swat at it, like a caveman discovering fire for the first time, frightened.
That's actually kind of what I envisioned. Yeah.
Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. I assume Twitch would probably not love me singing copyrighted Christmas songs, so that's
It's
why I was
okay,
just
you didn't
saying.
hold a tune whatsoever there.
I know, I just said the
I
word.
didn't mean that as an insult. I mean, you said that like monotonely instead of singing it.
Yeah. I know. I
I
was like, that
realized
was
how
on
dickish.
purpose.
I realized how dickish that sounded after the fact.
I was like, yeah, that's on purpose. Again, to stop Twitch from copywriting striking
I'm
us.
aware. I was just pointing it out, not trying to insult. Now that I've dug myself a nice deep hole, because you already killed that rogue android. Wait, pause, go back. Dan, is there anything else you wanted to do there?
I get.
I don't think you've moved yet. Do you want to move?
I haven't, but I don't really know where I would need to move to.
I don't know, another corner.
And drawing my weapon is a what you call it. So, and I've already done something. So, oh, drawing weapons a move action.
Mm-hmm.
Oh well, then yeah, fuck it. I'll pull out my spear.
All right. Well, then with that, because Ruby has already finished off the one rogue android, RC, it is going to go to you.
Yeah, give me 1 second. I'm just trying to block. There we go. For some reason, I realized I wasn't logged in. That's why I couldn't block anything. Nope, it's still not gone.
Something about calling him Bill Shatner is hysterical to me.
To be fair, I think he goes by Bill. Like that's what everyone
That's
like
gross.
all the that's what people call him.
Never
Like, when
mind.
they're,
It's
like-
no longer funny then. I don't ever want to call William Shatner what he wants to be called.
Yeah.
Oh,
I shall have nothing to do with that.
call him Willie. I don't know.
All right, so Brandon.
Willie
Willie
Shatz.
Shat.
Set me up.
Willie Shatz.
Alright, so Dan set me up for some bonuses.
Yes,
Hell
sir.
All
Do it
right.
to it.
I think then that the crafter is going to use the telekinetic blasts that he has on his gauntlets to kind of just basically punch these guys.
Okay. RC, can you turn yourself up just a notch?
Any better?
Much.
Okay.
All right.
Then-
Roll to kinetic blast.
Roll a pew pew.
That is going
Exactly.
to be 22.
A 22 definitely hits. What's the DC on that?
27.
20. Okay. Let's see how this
God
goes.
damn.
Yeah, I took a lower to hit so that I could get a higher. It's his most powerful attack.
Yeah, fucking nails him. Tell me what that looks like.
Yeah. So, actually, I'm gonna say actually he opens up 3 kind of how do I put this, like pinprick sized portals that all basically are what is it, like a decompressing airplane that just start pulling him into pieces into it.
Shit.
Horrifying. I'm glad you're on our side, Robert.
Yeah, and then I have to say, like, he doesn't completely mangle him, but once he realizes that like the android's disabled, he closes the portals, and I imagine it clunks to the ground.
So as you throw this thing open, you see, this thing just tears to absolute shreds before it is nothing more than like a blinking head on the ground that looks up and utters out the words, "What?" before having its head blown clear in half from the shotgun of one Mosey Buzz off, who looks up and says, "Ah, thank God you guys are here."
Hey, kid. What the hell are those things?
Hang on.
And you see he blows right past you guys, leaves real quick, before 20 seconds later coming back with a wreath and a fistful of mismatched assorted lights strung up to Christmas lights.
Swear to fucking God, I spent 3 weeks looking for this shit. Right. In short, I have no fucking idea, man. I think that was Joe Rogan.
I think so too. That's very weird, right?
Yes, we don't really have a whole lot of those running around down here. A lot of other weird shit, but none of those.
I mean,
Wait,
Joe
I've heard of
Rogan
these. Are
is
these
still
are
alive,
NFTs?
right?
Dan, I will take away a hero point and your life.
I would have given you a hero point for that, Dan.
Rachel, continue to not talk about NFTs, please.
I mean, unfortunately, I think Joe Rogan is fine. The real one, last time I checked. Why are there more?
Alright, look, fine's a really general term here, but we're not gonna go into that.
I mean, not as like a person, but like not dead and being attached to robots.
Okay,
One could help.
okay, shit, hang on. We can figure things out. Can you guys just join me in the studio really quick? I promise I'm not gonna
Sure.
do any like interviews or anything. I'm technically working right now. Fuck my life. And
Hazard pay.
he kind of like barrels through the hallway, throwing open a door to what is a very ramshackle studio. On one hand, you see it's got the highest quality mixer that one could find, held on top of a bunch of stacked up milk crates. You see that there's all sorts of loose wires and transmitters all over the place, but
This is where the magic happens.
he blows past, opening up what looks like a liquor cabinet, but you actually see that it's various different tea bags and hot chocolates.
Good.
Next to a hot water dispenser, he makes himself a lavender tea before gesturing to the lot of you to go nuts, because Brandon knows how much this group loves food.
I get
And
some, I make my
specifically
I get
added
some
in
hot
food.
chocolate. Is there peppermint stuff to make a peppermint hot chocolate?
Absolutely.
Yeah, gotta
Oh,
What, you
if
think
not, I
this
was gonna
kid's
make
not
a
the-
candy cane.
You know what? No, I'll let you do that.
I make a hot chocolate and then I form a candy cane and put it in there.
Hell yeah. I want one too.
For the lot of us, I make peppermint hot chocolates. Mosey, would you like a peppermint hot chocolate?
Oh my goodness, that's the nicest thing anyone's done for me in like 3 weeks. 3 weeks easily. 4 weeks ago, Janice bought me dinner. That was really nice of her. She didn't have to do that. I'm sorry, I ramble when I'm worked up.
That's fair.
I mean, you did just have two
Hot
androids
chocolate.
attacking you, so.
Thank you. You'd be surprised how often people don't realize that the constant attempts on my life might have me a little high strung. Aren't you used to
That
it? Yeah, that's the problem.
Honestly,
that is phenomenal. Thank you.
You're welcome. I wish I didn't find that so relatable.
No.
You know, it's nice to finally have someone here. All right, those things. Look, I still don't. I guess it's a Joe Rogan robot thing. There's been a bunch of them. They've been here like 2 or 3 days I've been getting reports on them, but it has been like the past
Also-
couple hours it's gotten bad.
Do they all ask for Christmas presents?
That's the thing. They just go around and jack everyone's Christmas shit. Like a Christmas tree, a wreath, a present, like a little bauble. It's just running around.
They
I can
don't.
understand if it was anything valuable, but the fact that it's Christmas shit, like, it's stressing me out even more because I don't know why.
I get that. They don't seem very bright though. One of them accepted a literal lump of coal.
It's Joe Rogan. What did you expect?
So we're working with his intellect.
The-
Okay.
The crafter
And then
would like
I
to-
look around. I look, do you play Christmas carols at the radio station?
Sometimes I try not to do that a whole lot before, like Christmas Eve, but it's Christmas Eve, so fucking I've let a couple of them run. Not last Christmas, though. I respect people who play Whamageddon.
I literally lost it on like Thanksgiving this year.
I am so sorry. Both you and the person playing you.
I don't know what that is.
Because that is an
We're
actual
not
thing
going
that
into
happened.
that. Ursi, it looked like he was trying to
yeah.
say something.
Oh,
I
yeah.
can
was
I
gonna say
ask
that the-
one world building thing? Does the underground have its own Christmas carols?
Absolutely, and we're not going to dive into it now. Fuck
Crafter
this
wants
giant
to
corporation. They can lick my balls.
Crafter
Rudolph had to
activates
stop
Cassie
dancing.
and wants to do a scan of the rogue android.
I'm gonna have you roll me an investigation or
That's what I was-
technology, whichever one's higher.
That's a good point. What is his technology? They're the same. So, all right. I'm gonna put that dice away because that dice has been mean to me tonight.
Callan, don't
Nice
tempt me.
jail.
17.
Give that dice a lump of
17?
coal. I mean,
You
you
know
have been
what,
wanting
with
to
a
make a Christmas album, right?
Yes. We don't have time to digest all of this, bro. With a 17, you are able to figure out one
Like, can I figure out
This-
what material it is? Can I figure out? That there's
Yeah,
something off
that's a
about
good
it?
one. So with the material, you're able to notice that like the metal itself isn't anything from around here. It looks like a fusion of a couple different things, weirdly enough. Like nothing that should be possible in this current day and age. Of course, with a Tesla-like core, as any good machine would have.
So you said day and age. So is the crafter recognizing this as being out of time?
Yeah.
Okay. Like he doesn't
What
know
did-
maybe specifics, but he can tell, I don't know, chronal energy or something like that. coming
Yeah,
from
you're
this.
definitely able to tell that this thing is a machine, not when it's supposed to be.
Is it some Okada tech shit?
I don't know. Fucking go through the plot.
I was gonna say the crafter basically says that no. I mean, Okada obviously can do some really advanced stuff, but there's no way at this point they would have time travel. That's not going to be for. Point being, they don't have it.
I mean, look, they could be doing anything in the Middleplex. I wouldn't quite rule that out quite yet, but I'm not. I feel like if this was Okada Tech, the Corpos would be making more of a rush to cover this shit up, you know?
Yeah.
I'm just.
I keep. a pretty
I'm
heavy
just
eye
waiting
on
to
things
find
on
out more
time
about
travel
the
capability.
situation.
What was that?
Oh, I said I keep a pretty heavy eye on those who do and don't have time travel capability.
I keep a
He
pretty
is the
heavy
time
eye.
police.
I keep a pretty heavy eye on a lot of things. Speaking of, my eye should be back any second now. Hurry here!
And you all turn to the door, and you see RC. I hope the voice gave
Oh,
it
yeah, I
away.
gotcha.
Fuck, God damn it. I honestly forgot. I honestly was like, what is this a reference to? I fucking forgot.
Standing at around 4'3",
That's even better. He's tiny.
he excitedly runs up to the table and kind of
Wait,
gets
on
real
all
close.
fours
To,
or on two legs?
kind of like a mix. But he runs right up to Mosey, who gives him a scratch behind the ear and says,
Hey, buddy, how you doing?
"It was great. I saw a squirrel."
You gotta quit chasing them. They're people too. Right.
Are they?
So, he doesn't know your actual name. Visual aid, Yardak, Crafter. This is my friend
Sparky Chafestick, the world's greatest dog detective at your service.
I'll die for him.
Hello. Very nice to meet you. I have several questions.
I get that a lot.
W-
The heavy breathing, I can't.
Could
Is
could you
there any
always
chance that
talk?
I've heard of this guy?
I can talk from as long as I can remember. I don't have a good memory, though.
Uh-huh.
I'm
It
just
doesn't
trying to
seem
get.
like that would be super helpful for the detective stuff.
I'm sorry. I'm just trying to get to where my notes are. Okay, I'm caught up. Goddamn right, we will, Deimos.
Oh, I just looked at the chat. No, Khaled, never shut up. To give everyone a hard time.
But yes, so this big goofy thing runs up, and Mosey looks down and says,
All right, what'd you see, boy?
"Shiny bald men."
Yeah. Well, we
Yep.
definitely saw a couple of those.
Anything else about the shiny bald men?
They're taking things.
And
Yep, we got there too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, right. The most important thing. They're taking them to the Megaplex.
The Megaplex? What part of the Megaplex, boy?
The part of the Megaplex that smells really good.
The food court?
No, the other part.
The fountain?
No, the other part. The big tree? Yeah, that one.
Commitment to the bit. Fucking give yourself a hero point.
I'm whispering this to Yardak, but I do not think Yardak will understand what I'm saying. I just say, should I ask if Timmy fell down a well?
I go, fuck. I was gonna say they have. I know what a fucking well is. I'm like, what well?
Oh, it's a reference. There's a dog and a thing.
Oh, okay.
There's a dog, and Timmy was a goddamn idiot who kept falling down wells.
Oh, okay. Idiot kids and smart dogs. Okay.
Yeah.
Can we just get an entire episode of the podcast that's Ruby explaining various television shows to Yardak?
Would that
Just
would
like
that
with
be
increasing exasperation.
would that be something on like a Patreon?
No, on the main feed.
I think Crafter is subtly like trying to talk to Mosey. So like, how'd you meet this guy? World's greatest dog detective stood out to me.
Are there? Yes. Good point. Are there other ones?
I haven't met any yet.
Right.
So,
So,
reasons to stand. He is the best.
You
so-
know, valid.
God, I'm just trying to get my time frame here. I think it was like 7, 8 months ago. I don't even remember who was fighting. I just remember that this big explosion that happens on the border of Neon Glow. Next thing you know, there's a whole extra district. Did you know that we had an extra borough? I didn't until a few months ago. We've called it the zoo. And the zoo is filled with these, well, half man, half animal creatures.
We like to call ourselves manimals.
Yeah, they like to call themselves manimals. And
Wait, animal like the. No, never mind.
No, finish that thought.
Isn't that what the guy in the old TV show Animan was called?
No fucking way. Do you have any idea how big that show is down here? You guys actually watch that, Sunnyside?
It was like 6 episodes.
Okay,
I've
but
heard
that
of
was
it.
6 of the best episodes of television I've seen in a really long time. Sure, it wasn't any.
Shouldn't we be talking about other things?
Oh my god, he's got a point.
What? Okay, it's something bad happening in Oz.
Uh,
You're gonna meet a single goat character, and they are going to call you a racist.
For anyone not knowing, that is something that actually happens in a song in Wicked.
I
Like,
did not.
this.
The goat is like the problem is the animal are like turning back into like animals.
But like, no one here should be surprised that you know that. But I think
Yeah.
you would be surprised if we knew that.
That's why I was
didn't.
referencing, and the Dr. Dillerman in the middle, he goes something bad, and then he goes something bad.
So Sparky has been around for about 6 to 8 months, something like that,
Something like that.
or been known to Mosey.
Interesting.
Yeah. So, there I was defending myself against another assassination attempt, and this guy helped me out. And, I'm not one to turn down help whenever I can get it.
That's fair. Super valid. So do I know what the megaplex is?
Right, the Megaplex. Okay.
Brock's mentioned it before.
Yeah, Brock would have definitely mentioned it before. You know what? Actually, just roll me a knowledge check. Fuck it.
Okay,
We haven't rolled enough dice tonight.
that's fair. That's very valid. I have my character sheet on here, but we hadn't used it, so the screen went dark.
Anyone else who wants to roll knowledge on the Megaplex too, feel free.
I barely know about the land. Let me know about the underland.
Should I use knowledge or should I use pop culture?
Probably pop culture for you. I'll give you that
Okay.
as pop culture. If you have like
25.
a 25 for you,
Mhm.
we'll circle back to that.
Weirdly
Well,
enough,
I
rolled a
could have
21.
rolled
I don't know
better,
why I
but-
would know this.
You rolled a 21, you said, Yardak?
Yeah.
14.
Alright.
Brock's mentioned it. I don't know if that.
Ruby
Alright,
wasn't
so-
paying attention.
So here, I was actually about to say, here's how we're gonna play this off. So, Ruby, you definitely know that it's come up while you and Brock were training, but it was during a particularly rough regimen, so you were focusing less on his words and more on how good his hands would look around your throat if he makes you do one more Hindu squat.
What?
Dan,
you
you
did that backwards.
You said that completely backwards.
Did I?
Yeah,
Alright,
like his
you made
hands
it
around her
sexual.
throat.
Oh, fuck.
I
You
didn't
made
take
it
it that
sexual.
way, but
I did. I did.
I honestly, same place. I was like, that is not their relationship at all.
Also, I was like, oh, I'm learning things.
Arcee,
The
you get a
point-
hero point for not being a dirty bitch. I'm not kidding. Look, shut up. With a 21, Dan, you were there. Yardak, you were there, and it turns out you were paying attention. You remember Brock talking about this place, saying that it is like the center of Okada tech, at least in the US. You remember him mentioning that like part of it is in the underground. It goes all the way up through the earth and sticks out as a skyscraper up at the very tippy top. But
Damn.
most of the people at the very tippy top don't realize it's that big. Crafter, with your 25, you know that the stuff that happens in the middle is the juicy stuff. That is where all of Okada Tech's most secretive shit happens. The topmost layer is, well, it's office buildings. What do you expect? But down below, what is known as the base is this entire burrow within a single colossal skyscraper. And you could probably imagine that this tree being discussed is in the middle of the 15-story mall that takes up the base of the Megaplex.
Okay, so
Was that enough
Things
flavor
not gonna
text for
play
you?
back
Did
right
I
on.
forget to add garlic?
what?
We
Was that
always need
enough
garlic.
flavor text for you? Did I
Oh.
forget to add garlic?
I was just going to ask. So I wouldn't have any contacts in this place then, right? I know of it, but I don't know if I've probably never been to it, anything like that.
This is racism against furries at its finest, goddammit.
I was referencing Wicked. That's all I'm gonna say to mine.
Yeah, you You might know a couple people that work in Okada Tech, but no one that works in the juicy bits. You've tried to make those connections.
Okay.
Right, I remember where we're at now.
Alright, so they're putting all the presents around the trees and all the decorations and shit. Great. Why? I don't know. Great. So we should probably deal with that, huh?
Probably.
I don't
mean,
think
this
we should
is-
bring a child in with us.
Look, Buster. I've had a hell of a week. I'm tired. I want my goddamn tree.
I make like a little tree. I was like, I make a little tree, and I was like, if we can't get your decorations back, I promise I'll help you decorate.
I appreciate that. I do, but I want my tree. I have reasons.
Are they sentimental reasons that will make Ruby
Yes, they are
emotional later?
sentimental reasons.
Oh no, sad backstory. Rachel's weakness.
God damn it, Robert.
All right.
Go ahead, share
can I
with
say
the
it out-
class.
can I say it
That
out
was-
Yeah,
loud?
share.
Yes, that was hilarious.
Oh, I wrote in our private chat. I said this tree is definitely filled with guns.
So,
That's why he needs it back, because Mosey's actually part of the literal underground gun smuggling ring.
I mean,
So-
probably.
Gotta make
That wouldn't
Yeah.
surprise Ruby.
They gotta keep the lights on somehow.
So you, Mosey, kind of sits there, furrows his brow for a minute, thinking before Sparky eventually chimes in. Oh yeah, I smell the supercomputer.
What?
I smell the supercomputer.
What does it smell like?
It smells like his guardian steel burning against Teflite. it's not very good.
It's not very
Interesting.
good.
I don't love that.
I understand why.
So do you think you can get us there?
Oh, definitely. One of the reasons I'm the world's greatest dog detective in the world is because I've got the world's greatest sniffer. Yeah.
Oh god, he's what's his face from Psych. The super sniffer.
Gus,
Gus, that's his name. I was like, I know Rachel will get this reference.
I got you. I got you. Is that one of the like 2 episodes of Psych you've seen?
Pretty much like the first two.
Alright, so we've got him to take us to it. I've got backup. What am I forgetting?
I
What
want
am
to
I
point
forgetting?
out that I was making lasting jokes, and I was not the one who brought up Psych. So
Is the what is it? He's like a snake lizard guy, right? Is he around?
Bradford. Yeah, so I asked Bradford to take.
Shit, I forgot the old lady's name.
Janice.
Janice, thank you.
Yeah, so look, Bradford wanted to stick around, but I told him to take care of Janice. It's Christmas Eve, and she doesn't really. Her kids don't talk to her anymore. It's kind of sad.
Oh.
that is sad.
Yeah, that's very sad, actually. But all right,
But-
good. At least she's protected, and I just want I didn't know if we needed to leave anybody here.
Oh, no, I'm the only one at the station. It's Christmas Eve. I'm not going to make anyone else work. Speaking of, I am remembering what I am forgetting. If you can give me just one quick moment, and he grabs a microphone as he starts to walk toward this gigantic black safe that's in the corner. He flips the microphone on, and you see the live light blink. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, muties of all ages, it's your boy, the Moses of the Underground, DJ Mosey. So, hey.
And he starts to fiddle with the dial of this safe.
Just like I told you I was going to do, I figured out what the situation was with those big bald bastards, and let me tell you, I'm going to take care of that right quick.
He opens it. It's a gun safe.
Of course it is.
That does not surprise Ruby. In fact, what she asks is, "Oh, is Mosey a nickname for Moses?"
No, but yes, because I decided that later. That's my help right there in the studio. Say hi, my friends.
Hello.
This is live.
Hello.
All right, you can see that they're bursting with that radio personality that Mosey's known for bringing. He starts loading guns into a golf bag. So the bad news is you're not going to be hearing a whole lot more from me because I've got to go blow some big ball dome pieces off. But the good news is that means that you are going to be here with another commercial-free block. He throws it around his shoulder, goes back to where you could tell that like his usual sitting position is, sets the microphone back up. So, ladies and gentlemen, I am the Moses of the Underground, reminding you that all cops are bastards. And now, Jimi
Amen.
Hendrix. Sorry, just had to do some house cleaning. We ready to do this shit?
ACAB includes Elf on the Shelf.
Absolutely.
Genuine question. Where the hell did that thing come from? Ruby and Rachel are asking.
Which thing?
People. Elf on the Shelf.
Oh.
Oh, no idea. I thought you meant the gun safe, and I was like, Mosey put it there.
No, I'm just like, we all act. This is Ruby and we all act like that's like people act like it's a tradition that's been around for years. No, it's not. Where the hell did it come from?
Marketing companies, Ruby. It's always marketing companies.
Valid.
Also,
dare.
Crafter looks around. Is there a second apartment in here?
Oh. So I don't actually live here. It just feels like I do.
And as you start to like walk out onto the streets of Subway City, he kind of does a walk with me, talk with me thing.
So I actually live above this old, I will, Damos, I promise. I actually live in this old garage called El Garaje. Original name, I know. As it turns out, opening up a garage in a place that doesn't really have a whole lot of electrical cars, not really a good idea. So, I basically found a place with my big brother.
Your
And,
what?
Brother.
So I call him the Slugger. A lot of people call him the Slugger. I don't know. He just looks after me.
And you kind of see that like he's like, you could tell that he's thinking a lot more than he's saying.
Yeah, the
Is-
Slugger is an interesting name.
Yeah,
So when
well-
you say brother, is it like you're like brothers, actually your brother?
I mean, you know, down here, family is just sort of the people that stick around.
That's fair.
And, I don't know. He's been around for, I'd say somewhere around, I don't know, 8-10 years. Time's weird.
Time is weird. I mean,
And-
especially you're really young. That's most of your life.
Thank you. God, it's like people always forget that when they talk to me.
And you find that you're starting to snake your way through the arteries, just, you know, letting Sparky lead with his nose.
I mean, I'm going to trust his nose.
You probably should. It's the best.
I'm imagining my mother's dog now.
Well, if your mother's dog is a golden retriever that is people-shaped, then you're correct.
We think he
In
might have
fact-
part. We think he might be part golden retriever.
Well, close enough.
He also has the coldest goddamn nose known to man. Like, his nose touches you, and we've literally jumped.
I really should have given Sparky a power involving a cold nose.
Yeah.
Damn it.
It's too late now.
Oh my god, just have it be that he touches people and they're so fucking surprised. I woke up like screaming because his dog touched my neck with the back of his nose, and I was like, no, what's going? Like it felt like ice on my neck.
I love that.
Like,
I love that for the dog, not for you.
it wasn't fantastic.
I can't imagine so. So, anyways, yeah, you managed to snake through the arteries before returning to the, I wouldn't say familiar, but you've been here before, neon drenched streets of neon glow, and you continue to work your way through buildings and alleys. And
All right. Can I roll a perception check, see if I notice, or would it be investigation to see if anything like jumps out at me that I could be noticing?
Like perception, right? Like that's what I was about to ask if I could roll a perception check to see if anything stands out about what we're
Not the dog
seeing.
tired. Get out of here, Callan.
yeah, if people want to roll perception checks to see if
think
you
we
can
should
see
give-
anything.
I think we should
Okay.
give Callan a hero point for that pun.
Ooh, good. You say wait, investigation or perception? I forgot that quickly.
Perception.
Hey, it's a point higher.
14.
I rolled a nat
Right.
1.
25.
Okay,
There are two kinds of
so
people.
Rachel, nat 1, RC 14, Dan 25. Did I get that
Mhm.
right?
Yep.
Mhm.
Phenomenal. Rachel, Ruby,
Mhm.
you are sitting there ruminating over this very sad story that this child is clearly not telling all of. You're just sitting there thinking of all the things he's not saying and really bumming yourself out while you're at it.
I must save the small child.
RC, Crafter, I'm gonna say with that 14, you're focused a lot less on like trying to get a general sense of your surroundings and focused a lot more on like getting a good enough lay of the land to teleport if necessary wherever you might need to be. You're looking at a much more strategic angle of the street, which leaves Yardak to be the one that actually looks up and sure as shit sees these rogue androids flying overhead with boxes and bags and bells and wreaths and all sorts of things
Not my wrist.
clutched in their little meaty metally fists.
Amazon Air.
Wait. You said flying ahead, and that some of us aren't noticing it. How high above us are they? Like this has to be.
Well,
I always forget how deep this place is. Like I imagine we're in a very big
I mean, it's a giant dome, but it's a giant dome big enough to have skyscrapers in it.
Yeah, so that's what I mean. Like we're really deep down. So
Yeah.
like, they could be sky level.
Yeah. But yeah, you continue to walk through. You definitely notice that like the outskirts of Neon Glow, I almost called it Underhaze, wrong district. Get your plot together, Brownson. And you definitely notice like the outskirts are these very grimy, scummy, cyberpunk inspired things, but you are heading toward the gigantic building that reaches the roof smack dab in the middle of town. And you notice that the closer you get, the more clean and presentable it feels, still with a very city like feel to it, but as you get closer to the heart, it feels a lot more not industrial, corporate. That's the word I've been stalling trying to think of. Corporate. Yeah, I kept wanting to say industrial, and I'm like, no, that, but the opposite.
Something corporate plays in the background.
Yeah, just like Muzak elevator jazz. In fact, you actually notice that as you get closer to this giant building, you do actually start to hear elevator jazz being pumped out of speakers hidden only God knows where. You see, just giant holes of remnants of what you assume were once Christmas decorations, before eventually you get before it this colossus of a building known as the Megaplex.
Phantom of the Megaplex, one of my favorite DComs. That's not a joke, that's just a fact.
I know.
DC Channel original movies.
Your audio and video are very delayed all of a sudden, Robert.
Oh, everything looks fine on my end.
Oh.
Oh, now I
Yeah.
notice it. Yeah, it is. Be
It's like
better.
But anyway, so yeah, you start to approach the doors and you see Sparky get real excited, just I did it. I'm a good boy. I'm a good boy. And he starts to run toward the door before eventually just running face first into it with a solid thwack. And you see this blue ripple of energy kind of flow off of the door.
Oh.
That was my son.
Interesting. And then I like, and I go, yes, you are a good boy. I make a bone and I give the bone to the dog.
Oh, thank you. That doesn't help my nose.
I scratch behind his ears.
I make ice.
I make ice.
You can.
You coming for my fucking throne right now?
I can't like control water. I can just make the ice. I can't make it go anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Can I make an ice pack? Is that better?
You make the dog an ice pack, and with a knick-knack, paddywhack, you give the dog a bone.
That did indeed happen.
So yeah, this dog just smacked into the door and a blue energy thing rippled off of it.
Is it
Interesting.
is it just closed?
Fuck with it.
Well, I don't want to get hurt too.
Technology
I'm
check?
not just gonna tell you. I'm sorry, what was that, RC?
Well, I was gonna ask if I could do a technology check, or can I just use my gauntlets to rip it off its hinges?
I will let you ruminate on which one of those you would like to do as I say, Rachel, what were you about to say?
I make an apple and I just like toss it at the building to see if it's just the door that's affected.
You give the apple a good toss at like, a chunk of wall. Doesn't really it kind of ruminates the same energy.
Okay, so it's not just the door. There's some kind of shield, it seems like.
RC, have you decided how you want to deal with this conundrum?
I'm gonna do a technology check, see if I can hack into it.
Okay.
24.
So with a 24, you're not able to get into it directly from there, but with your fancy gauntlets and your Cassie devices, you're able to figure out that this energy is coming from somewhere, and you're able to kind of follow it. It looks like it's around the other end of the building.
I have an idea.
Okay, not all the way on the other end. That's a hell of a walk, but far enough to where you're going to have to turn a corner.
Okay.
What's your idea, Yardak?
Well, I can save it until we get to where we think it might be coming from, but I had an idea of how to potentially deal with it.
Okay. Well, we will hang on to that for a brief moment.
Okay.
I'm assuming that you're leading the blind.
Me?
RC?
What was that?
I'm assuming that you're leading the charge.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so you follow this energy signature around the corner of the building where make perception checks. I haven't made you roll enough dice.
Oh,
Dang,
I ain't perceiving much.
25.
5, 8.
Can I
13.
use one of those hero points to reroll and also switch dice because I rolled in that one again?
Absolutely.
Ooh, yeah, that's 2.
What did you say that you got, Dan?
13.
Okay.
Ooh, that is much better. You said perception, right?
Mm-hmm.
22.
So here's how we're gonna play this off. Dan, we're gonna say that, just as an Atlantean, even, this place is fucking weird for you. You've never seen a building this big, and you're just sort of blown away that this exists.
Well, I mean, it goes through the earth up to the other side of the earth.
Exactly. And then RC,
Do you not have basements?
No, but not going through the earth like that, like a full ass building.
So, RC, with your 25, we're gonna say that like you're able to directly spot it. Ruby, you're looking around for a brief second before you eventually see what the crafter is looking at.
Mhm.
And it looks like a big blue delivery truck with the words ATT on the side, but someone has spray painted the S's over the T's.
Yeah.
And
How when you say big? How big of a delivery truck are we talking?
a delivery truck size delivery truck.
okay.
Like imagine an Amazon truck, since Dan brought
Yeah.
up Amazon earlier.
Okay, sorry, I thought you meant like giant, like outside.
No, it's like a delivery truck size delivery truck, and you see that from the headlights. It's like emitting. We'll say that RC, you're the one who notices this since you have all the technology. You definitely notice that from where like the headlights are is where this blue energy is emitting from.
Okay, I want to incorporate my idea now.
Shoot, cowboy.
Okay, so assuming we have not been noticed coming up to this van, I want to draw one of my glyphs on the ground and bring up one of my little ice buddies and have him do a little reconnaissance mission to see what's inside this truck.
Where's where go go bear, sweetie?
Any excuse to get you to do the voice.
Yeah.
Because I don't have enough of them to keep track of tonight.
Exactly. You're going to have a
I think-
fucking personality
Crafters-
disorder by the end of this one.
I'm trying to think. This might be Crafter's first time seeing one of these guys.
I think so.
Well, tell me what it looks like when you summon this thing, Daniel.
I do my quick little little drawing on the ground, and then it wibbly wobbly grows blue, and then he pops up out of the ground with a ta-ta,
Squeal!
just like that.
Helen, I like how you think.
It is now.
Yes,
Yes,
this is
Crafter is
canon.
like a
definitely,
Christmas
taken
tree.
aback by this.
Huh?
Like, I said, Crafter's definitely taken aback. Like, is it alive? Is it a construct?
Sure.
And you see this thing.
I don't know. I just do the magic.
And you see this thing sort of like eagerly bobbing on its heels, awaiting the instructions for its life.
Oh, actually, I just checked. It is actually unliving.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
lack of
Like,
life.
Because
I
it
do
has
think that,
two.
Crafter whispers to Ruby, "Are you concerned that he doesn't seem phased by the ethics of that at all?"
Well, it doesn't have any of its own mental capabilities.
Yeah,
Like,
I know,
it
I
has a
whispered that
2
to
in
Ruby,
strength,
though, based
but
on
then it
your
has
glib response.
not even zeros, but it has X's in intellect and awareness.
People have said I don't have those either.
We talked about it at some point. They're not really like alive. They're more like kind of like a drone, honestly.
It starts to tug on your pant leg, waiting for
God.
orders.
It's my own golem.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, it's an ice golem,
Oh, thank you so
but tiny and cute.
Yeah, sorry, I forgot about it.
No, dude, you're fine. I gave it
I,
one time to sleep.
Look,
Thank you.
I just go. Look, Robert. You just got to let it go.
He's okay. We'll call this one Jeff if it makes you feel better.
Jeff is
I
still
turned to-
tugging on
wait,
your
I'm
pant
sorry.
leg.
I turned to Cassie. We could have spent Christmas anywhere with anyone, anytime.
And Mosey goes,
Look, I'll be honest. My
Hey.
plan was to call you if you weren't already there.
And I want to turn down to my little friend Jeff and say, ignore him, he's rude. And
my-
This is what I get about trying to teach you about Christmas. Show you, like, teach you about Hanukkah along with Christmas.
you're ruining Chrismica.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Chris Mahana Quasiul.
yeah, precisely.
Did
Anywho.
you watch the OC, Dan? I'm just curious.
Oh, absolutely, I did.
Yeah. Okay.
Hey,
Didn't I make the
back
joke
at
to you
the
when I
block.
actually moved to the OC? I was like, Ryan and Marissa
Oh.
didn't tell me shit about this crap. And I am not in the OC anymore because it sucked. Anywho, I told my little unalive buddy to ignore the mean guy, and
Space Queen.
I nudge him towards the delivery van and say, hey, do a little reconnaissance for me. Melt yourself down, wibbly wobbly your way over there, get up inside that truck and take a peek.
Why?
And then you see it kind of dissolves into a puddle and scuttles on over there. From there, I am going to. How does
And
this thing make an investigate check?
I guess it would just be a flat roll. Like there would be no modification, right? If it, because like
That sounds good.
Okay, so
Yeah.
you roll that. What were you about to say, Rachel?
Oh, I was gonna say that I say to the crafter is like, I'm pretty sure Cassie is more alive than that thing is.
yeah.
Cassie pops up. Oh, most definitely.
See,
Oh my god, you've got a lady in your hand.
Oh, well, lady in the hand is worth two in the bush, huh?
I like bushes.
God, fuck.
do you pee on them?
How did you know?
Oh, I think you'd like my parents' dog. I just had Ruby's parents have a dog.
I like most dogs, except the ones that look like me. They yell at me.
Oh,
Oh.
God.
What, you think I was going to introduce a character and not fit some of my own depression in there? Fuck y'all.
I mean, there's got to at least be the fact that like they don't know what to make of him because he's not completely dog and he's not completely human.
He's a
I think he's
manimal.
implying that
Duh.
I think he's implying the other human dog things yell at him, right?
Yeah.
Yes, the other manimal dogs.
Yes.
Oh, okay. I didn't get that.
Mugs?
I'm
We'll
guessing
get to that.
something went wrong when they made the dog detective and he a little dumber than he's supposed to be. A little bit too much dog.
It's a very fair assessment of our good boy.
What does this thing see?
Okay, so
Yeah.
do my investigation roll now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. God, I hope it's something decent. Well, for being not as smart as he is, I guess maybe he doesn't understand what he sees because we got a 6.
You
So
can see
my
through its eyes at
plan,
least.
I'm gonna be nice.
it's a 6.
But
So
I
you-
remember that Yardak can see through its eyes, so whatever it
Yeah,
sees,
yeah,
he
yeah.
sees.
See if they see that this
Maybe it's just
thing-
like it's a little blurry when I get the visual.
you
Mhm.
see that this thing like water wibble wobbles on up onto like the hood of it. Kind of
Okay.
gives the windshield a couple of good kicks because
West square, west square.
kind of scuttles along the side. You see it like push on like the mirror of it and kind of move it around like
Where? Whoa. Where?
That's exactly the amount of intellect I expect this thing to have.
and it kind of slides down the door and like almost loses its footing, but it grabs onto the handle and opens it, revealing it's unlocked before water scuttling back to you and going, and you have no idea what any of that means.
I don't. I really truly don't.
Ruby, do you want to take bets on how long Sparky and this thing could talk before Sparky realizes?
You know what? I'm gonna let them just be besties, and Jeff can stay down here, and it can be the Jeff and Sparky show.
Oh, is this guy's name
Yeah.
Jeff? Do we name
Now
him?
Yeah,
Jeff?
available on
named him.
Spotify.
Well, I threw it out
iTunes,
there, and now it's
wherever.
just I've accepted that his name is actually Jeff now.
Now available on
don't-
Spotify, iTunes,
Maybe-
or wherever else
maybe-
you may listen
and
to
I just go,
podcasts.
maybe it's us who did not understand.
Exactly.
We
Maybe
need to
he's
learn
a
the true meaning
supremely
of
advanced
Christmas.
being. Honestly, every time a bell rings, a shardling gets its puddle.
Whoa, that's like the hole I dug in my backyard. It's deep.
Ah, prumpunts.
Yeah, it's unlocked. That's what you get out
Alrighty.
of this.
I want to
Philip.
go up to it, even though it is open. I want to coat my hand in like a smaller version of my force field to kind of like see like, oh, is it gonna fuck me up if I touch it or anything like that, and like try to put my hand inside to see if I can like, actually safely enter the vehicle.
I'm not even gonna make you roll for that. Yeah.
Okay.
Is it just Yardak investigating this thing, or
I'll go with him.
okay? Crafter, what are you doing?
So are they already in the van?
Well, we're
Um,
entering it as we speak.
Okay. I was gonna suggest that once they were in the van, that I would lift it up so I could look underneath it.
Oh,
Okay.
all right.
Well, I am going to all right, so we're gonna do a couple things here. First, Dan and Rachel are going to make me investigation checks.
Okay.
Actually, all of you are gonna make me investigation checks. Fucking, I'm not gonna make you roll to lift it up.
23 for me.
Ooh, nice. 21.
You said investigation, right?
Yep.
Oh, I have an excellent investigation. Can I not roll that then?
Nah, just take whatever you rolled on a die.
Okay,
Just when you added
10.
points to investigation.
Not yet.
You said a 10?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we'll resolve this first. So we will say that Ruby is distracted by the car suddenly levitating.
Oh, I was gonna warn them first. I wasn't just gonna do it.
No,
If you
because it
wanna
gives
make
me a convenient out
Okay.
for
Oh.
why Ruby noticed nothing.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So, we will go Dan first. So, Dan, you notice that this thing doesn't have a steering wheel or any of like the components. This is stuff that Ruby would probably notice as well, I guess. But what Dan notices is that instead of this shit, you're basically looking at some kind of like computer interface. And Crafter, when you lift this thing up, you see that like the important bits of this thing are very well protected, but you are still able to make out that the innards of this looks less like a truck and more like some kind of nuclear reactor type thing. You're not exactly sure what exactly is powering this thing, but like it doesn't have a hollow back where like the back of the delivery truck is. It's all filled with all sorts of weird gizmos and components and shit like that is powering it. Now everyone also roll me a perception check here.
Okay.
So guys, everybody, you should be careful in there. This thing is a lot more complicated than I realized.
17.
17 as
Oh.
well.
Or wait, no,
12?
Perception. Sorry, 15.
Okay. So yeah, we'll play it this way. RC Crafter, I'll get that right eventually. You're definitely like very focused on trying to figure out how this thing works. Partially because you figure that you're gonna need to take it apart somehow, partially because you're just fascinated by this. While Yardak and Ruby very faintly in the background hear a child screaming.
In the truck?
Not in the truck, like outside.
Oh, I was a good God. It's not just like Christmas trafficking, it's human trafficking.
No,
Wait,
no.
wait, I'm outside of the truck, I thought.
I thought you were looking at the underside of it.
Yeah, like from outside, like lifting it up and looking underneath it.
Alright, fine, you hear it too.
Okay, sorry.
What the hell is that?
I don't know, you should probably fucking find out, huh?
Ugh.
I'm keeping it
Can I
up in the
leave
air
the
and I'm
truck?
just
Isn't
looking
it
around.
levitating?
You know what, with the 15 and the 17s, we're gonna say that like Crafter, you can like hear it, but with like how you've rotated the truck, Yardak and Ruby, you actually see like what is essentially a floating Joe Rogan head, a couple of floating Joe Rogan heads with like propellers coming out of the top of their head,
Oh, fucking
like
hell.
swarming this child who's running away with a giant teddy bear wearing a Santa hat.
Okay.
I
Leave it to Joe Rogan to ruin Christmas.
I have an idea, but it
How
would
many
be
are there?
nuts and- Oh, okay.
3.
Okay. How big?
God.
Oh, it's the size of just like pretty much a human head.
Yes, Joe Rogan's head with a propeller sticking out the top.
Oh, only head.
Yes, only the head.
It's like those things
Oh.
in Super Mario, and I can't think of what they're
Idea.
That was the inspiration. What's up, Dan?
Is the kid like in a runnable distance?
I mean, you're in the air.
Yeah.
so-
Yeah, like
I mean-
if Dan were to hop out and start booking it, he'd probably be able to get to this kid in like a couple seconds.
All right, I want to make an ice bat and play baseball. Not
Wait,
with the
can
kid,
I?
with the head.
I assumed.
We all knew that.
I
but
was
can
wondering when you were going to earn your
Can
hero
I
point. Take
add
it, you
something
bastard.
to help Yardak leave? Just because I think it'll be fun.
Absolutely. Once Yardak understands I was serious, that he gets a hero point for that. I love it.
Yeah. I would
Oh, I had
like
a
to make a
suggestion for
staircase
Ruby.
to help Yardak like bound out,
Hey,
like
No,
as
a
he's
slide.
leaving.
I was about to
Slide.
suggest a slide.
yes,
What were you saying, Hersey?
I make a slide and give him a sled.
yes.
Good.
I imagine he's
Yes.
riding it like a skateboard. My suggestion was going to be to create the illusion of presence to distract them.
Oh, that,
Ooh.
I don't know why we didn't think of that because that would be very convenient for distracting these fucking idiots.
Can I mean we're not an initiative. Can I do one and then do the other?
Yeah, I'm gonna say that like you help Dan slide down, and then the swing will happen at the same time as like the presents, I guess.
Okay. Yeah, and so I make like a giant Rockefeller like Christmas tree, tons of presents underneath it.
Fantastic.
An
I'm
illusion.
gonna have
This is not an item because like that would be really hard to make.
you roll to create that. I'm gonna have Dan roll for schmackage. And I'm sorry, RC, were you did you have something that you were gonna do here?
Oh no, I was just going to be like bark out the idea to suggest to Ruby, like visual
Okay,
illusions.
I'm also okay, illusion. And I am making it. I'm not gonna sing anything because copyright stuff. It is singing fucking Christmas carols top of their lung. I'm just trying to distract them.
Can I maybe roll that
Fantastic.
as an aid check or something?
Well, actually, what I was going to say for you, RC, is that
Okay.
Mosey, who just now notices this, is going to say, hey, how about you figure out how this big fucking truck works while we take care of this, yeah? You're the smart one here. You've got a lady in your hand. Well, he does.
All right. Yeah. So I guess as they're jumping out, I'm gonna
Again,
be slowly putting the truck back down.
Illusion. So it's 15. I rolled a 15, so plus 10 is 25 for my illusion.
It's okay. I work radio. I make heads roll for a living.
Hey,
15 plus what now?
a 10, so it's 25.
Okay, 25 altogether. Dan, what did we get?
Oh, I was letting Ruby go. I haven't even rolled yet.
Okay, well, while you are totaling that, we will say that Ruby, sure
I
enough,
love Callan's idea that I just make everything from the 12 Days of Christmas.
At once.
sure.
I
And my
12 Lords of Leaping, there's like 8 geese of fucking, I don't remember what all of them are,
golden
but they're
rings
all
are
there.
fallen.
Yep.
Right.
And mine is a 26 overall.
And with
And I
that,
just scream ho 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 and start smacking bitches.
and with that 26, you manage to home run one of them. To where like the head just like you hear it like skid across the top of another building. It's out.
Yeah, hell yeah, I'm a Homestar runner.
But with
Yeah,
that 25, the two are still distracted while two more fly up in instead, and that is going to be initiative.
Okay. Oh, I rolled
Oh,
much worse
hell
for
yeah.
initiative this time.
Jesus. I mean,
I
yeah,
rolled
I
a
only
20
got a
this
6.
time, so that gives me
Oh.
24.
I got a 16 overall.
I rolled a 5 this time, so that's a 10 overall.
Alright,
I'm a little
give me-
tempted to use that second hero point that I have to reroll that.
I'm thinking at the speed of light. That's what Crafter's.
Okay.
Should I use? Okay, this is me asking players' advice. Should I use my last hero point to reroll that? So I'm not like going last.
I guess my question would be: are the rogue androids rolling as a group, or are they going individually?
They are going to be rolling as 2 groups.
Maybe I'll save it.
Yeah. Well, up to
Okay.
you.
1 sec. So sorry, everyone. All right, now I can get to actually I can just say that out loud. We could do that after everyone's initiative.
Sure.
Wonderful. RC, what did you end up rolling?
I rolled a 20, bringing me to a total of 24.
Okay.
Nat 20. Is that the first nat 20 of this live stream?
I haven't rolled
Yeah,
one.
we've definitely had a couple unnatural 20s. That may be the first.
Yeah,
natural 20.
I definitely have it.
Hey, there
I-
we go. That's where 12 drummers drumming, 11 pipers piping, 10 lords a leap, and 9 ladies dancing, 8 maids of milk, and 7 swans a swimming, 6 geese a laying, 5 golden rings, 4 column birds, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree, all in one breath, baby. Dan, what did you end up rolling?
I want to say that Ruby looks at all these creatures she created and just goes, "Merry Christmas, you filthy animals."
I love that.
16.
16, thank you. Yardak. 16, and Rachel?
10.
That's not the worst. Thank you, Callan.
Good.
Well then, it is going to go to the crafter after a very brief intermission. Sit tight, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be right back. Oh, well, everyone's gone.
Okay.
Right. We'll be back in like 5 minutes. I don't know. Maybe 10. We'll let you guys know. See you soon, sugar. On the first day of Christmas, I said something funny. Then laughed like hee-ha-hee-hoo-wee. Well, I'm back at least. And I hope that you, our beautiful viewers, have decided to stick with us. Hey, let's just talk mano for a second. Just you and me, you know? I was really worried about running tonight's adventure, ladies and gentlemen, but you in the chat, you've all been so wonderful, and I thank you for that. You know, I feel like we could tell y'all that we love you a little more than we do. So just hear it from Uncle Pope. Uncle Popey loves you guys. Uncle Popey loves you guys. All right, now don't tell RC that we had this little rap session. We don't need him getting jealous of me in a stepfatherly way.
Brandon, I told you I'm eating at my desk.
I know, that was part of the
I also
joke.
have
Thanks for
headphones on.
that was part of the joke, Robert. You broke kayfabe. If anything, RC, you should. Hello. If anything, RC, you should be thankful. I was either gonna go into what just happened or an ad for myself.
What?
Oh, I'll tell you when you're older.
Oh, okay.
You'll catch it on the playback.
I got cashews.
Hello, Tawaka. What a great name.
Just Pope. Oh, hi. It me. And I got nuts!
Stop myself. Stop myself.
I meant it.
Happy Hanukkah.
Oh my goodness.
Exactly. Happy fucking Hanukkah.
I did manage to keep this headband, which I am impressed I got to go stay on with my headphones on too.
I'm going to resist the urge this time, but I want to give you a hero point. I'm not going to,
Oh
but
my
I
God.
want to.
I want to find a way to create a headband like that, but like you can individually turn on each little flame for each night of Hanukkah.
Oh my god, that would be great.
And you can
No.
wear it for multiple days.
I know how they do it for like they have like electric ones you can use, like they're good for like dorms and stuff. where
Yeah,
you
like
can have
electric
candles.
menorahs, yeah.
Do you want to know how the very simple way they do that?
Huh.
You just tighten this like the bulb in more or less.
Haha, that's funny.
Like it's pretty simple. That's why they can make them pretty cheap because you don't need like a ton of stuff. I had one in college.
Oh, I love that for him. Okay, so are we ready to dive back in?
Hell yeah,
Yeah.
bitch. Let's butter this muffin.
Genuine question: are the lights too distracting?
Oh,
Not for me.
unless you really stood up straight, I don't see them.
Oh, I was trying to make them, but
Now I
they're
do.
so low. I was trying, but
Now they're visible.
are they too distracting?
No.
Again, not for me.
What's fun? They might eventually because I can see the reflection on my computer. But
Fair. Well, I will let that be a personal
Yeah.
choice. RC, are you ready to dive back in?
Always.
It was a hilarious time to robot. You're fine now, but it roboted for that line.
was it a robot or was RC just doing like the Mask of Mayhem voice?
No, it roboted for me at least.
Oh.
I keep getting told that I'm quiet tonight.
Yeah. I mean, just moving it closer to you made it pretty much normal.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
But you also get a little laggy with your video and audio. No.
Well,
Yeah.
Like I can always hear you, but then like occasionally your video was like 2 seconds behind.
Well, it's a good thing that you're ready, Crafter, because you're up first. As a reminder, you have this big, not delivery truck in front of you, and there are two floaty heads distracted by a mountain of presents.
Well, Mosey specifically asked me to try and, investigate this truck, kind of figure out what's going on there. So I'm going to focus my energies on that.
All right, are we tackling that?
I'll say, I guess. So I can tell that this thing is advanced, but I haven't been able to figure out exactly what powers it.
Not quite yet.
Does there appear to
Also,
be any
keep
kind
in mind. Keep in mind that you also have not been in the seat yet. You've only looked at the undercarriage.
Well, that's what I was going to say. If I put it down, is there any kind of... If I go inside, is there any kind of interface? I don't know, USB ports or anything like
So
that.
you got under her skirt before you got to know her?
Jesus. Hi, everyone. Welcome to the part of the show that we usually edit out.
That wasn't even that bad.
No, but it would be cut.
Jesus.
Well-
Obviously, Ruby's a little iffy on whether she believes in that.
Well, I'll tell you what, why don't you hop on in that truck and make a perception check for me, big boy.
The reason I was asking... Is it perception?
Yep, I'm
it'd be
assuming that you wanted to
22.
try and get Cassie linked up to it.
Exactly, yeah.
Okay, a 22 you said?
Yep.
As if she was always meant to be there. You are able to link up with ease.
Okay. All right, Cass, tell me what we're seeing.
Well, and we are going to dive into that your next turn.
Oh, okay.
Actually, you know what? No, I can give you that. Well, it looks like, okay. Did anything pop up on the screen for you there? Something did pop up on the screen for you there.
Yeah. It looks like you've got screen control.
Wonderful. Awesome. Can you take a look at that while I look at this thing real quick?
Sure. Are you all right meshing with the OS?
It's fine. It's just weird. And I'm going to say also make a perception check to parse through this, or investigation, whichever would be higher for you.
Investigation would be higher for me, so that's going to bring that to 24.
So with that, you are able to parse through this thing quick enough to where you feel like you'd be able to probably shut her down in like 15 seconds flat.
All right, Cass, I think I've got shutdown figured out. I still don't exactly get what's powering this thing. This is way beyond my what I've seen before.
That's what I'm trying to figure out too. This thing has a battery. I don't know what it's made of. I don't know what this is made of.
Cass?
Sorry, I just not used to that one, are we?
No, but don't fall asleep at the wheel here.
It's funny because it's shaped like a truck.
I was thinking of the band Asleep at the Wheel.
All right, yeah, don't get lost in there, and I guess that'll be the end of my turn.
To be fair, I just saw Asleep at the Wheel. This is Rachel, like free in my parents' small town. They were just hired to play their
Oh, is
Christmas
that the band
festival.
you were talking about?
Yeah, inexplicably
funny.
like famous band here.
All right. Well, it is going to go to Sparky here, who is going to, do something that you guys have probably seen a dog do a million times before. He's gonna pull a gun out of his trench coat and try to take a shot at one of the rogue androids.
Oh.
It's
Oh,
okay.
no.
Cass, roll
So-
up the windows.
I want every time he shoots, and not like a gunshot, just a big bark.
It's okay. I'm a great shot. Pop! And sure enough, you see that this bullet whizzes one ear and out the other, and this rogue android hits the ground.
Hot damn,
You know
Sparky.
what? You know what? Good boy.
Thiefbot run. Thiefbot shoot. Oh shit, what that, Trev? From there it is going to go to Yardak. There's one more floating rogue android head.
Okay, just for a little flavor, with my ice bat, I want to, in my other hand, create an ice ball. Just toss it up and smack it right into the rogue android.
I'll allow that. That's
I'm like,
that's-
I have no idea how I would control that ball, but that's what I want to do with it.
I love the comment you left there. Yeah, roll that as an attack.
Okay. Ooh, what would that be? 24.
Tell me how that looks.
Picture the greatest baseball player you've ever seen. Probably not like that, but way cooler. Because obviously I'm creating my own fucking ice ball here, and then I do that thing where they kick the dirt for whatever that does for them, and then I toss it up and swat it and get this little bastard right in the head.
And yeah, with that, you kind of you actually see the rogue android go cross-eyed before hitting the ground.
Hell yeah!
As two more rogue android heads swoop forward from the darkness.
From the darkness.
And
yes,
they're-
exactly. At least it's not
Also,
Elon Musk.
Yeah,
69,420.
Kaylin, don't give anyone any ideas.
And their mouths open up.
Yeah.
And lasers shoot from the mouths.
Girl?
One at Yardak, one at Visual Aid.
Oh, thank God I'm in the safety of the truck.
Absolutely not.
Okay, so that's flat. Dan, does a 14 hit you?
What would I be rolling?
Parry
Parry
plus
plus
10, I
10.
believe.
Oh,
Or no,
parry
if
plus
it's,
10.
if it's a laser beam, it'd be dodge. So dodge.
Okay, then
Oh,
dodge
dodge?
plus 10.
Okay. Fuck no. 20.
I like
Okay.
to know what I don't, unless I could use a hero point to do this. I have like a thing I want to do, which is make a mirror and shoot the laser back at it.
Totally Spy style, where you move the mirror
Yeah.
and the laser goes somewhere else.
I want to allow that. Could I allow that?
I'll use a hero point for it. Use a hero
think
point as my
She's
reaction.
using a hero point for
Yeah.
it.
Roll of cool.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Fully,
yeah.
in my head, I mentioned a bigger mirror, but now that you said totally spy, I want it to be a compact.
Yeah.
All right.
What should I roll for create then?
He pulls out a mirror.
I
too.
feel like that's. I'm gonna play that as
It's a floating
you're-
head. How could he pull anything out?
I'm gonna say that you're going to roll that as a create, and I will
Mhm.
give him an opposing dodge check because he has nothing in dodge. I'll give him a fighting chance
No, you
because
don't need to do
I'm
that.
kind. I'm kind to my floating heads.
Why?
I don't fucking know. Someone's got to be Rachel. Damn, it's Christmas.
It's Hanukkah now. We changed.
Yeah. Christmas is over, bitch.
I rolled well, so wait.
Look, I'll do you a favor. Did you beat a 7?
Very much so. I rolled a 25.
All right then. Yeah. So you, God, this is so fucking cool. Yeah. So you see this laser begin to shoot towards you. You flash up a mirror real quick, and the laser, sure as shit, reflects right off. Doesn't hit the one that shot at you. Instead, just hits the one that Yardak went for.
Hey!
You know, angles and shit.
Yeah, geometry. I failed. that.
Right. Crafter, had you seen this, you'd probably have some questions about like how things actually work in the real world, but thankfully you're distracted by a truck.
No.
Okay,
I've seen
Ruby-
enough of the real world to know how lasers work.
Ruby
Fucking
looks
mirrors, how do they work?
Ruby looks
damn
at the shit and just goes, "You'll shoot your eye out, kid."
Hey, which they're making in the sequel. I don't know if it's out yet or
I
not.
think it did
It's
come
out. I haven't
I
watched it
remember.
yet,
It's
but
I remember that movie. Jamie Paul.
What? I didn't. I caught the first bit. What
we
was
gotta
the
have
last?
Jamie pull
last-
that up.
The last bit was Jamie. Would you pull that up?
Oh,
oh, it's,
Me and RC riffed for like 30 minutes on different ideas for the Joe Rogan android. So I've
oh,
got lines. I've got.
Who's
Are we
Jamie?
gonna
bars.
use the? Well, I'm not gonna say it then, just in case.
I don't know. That's like Joe Rogan's scooter. I've never explained that. A scooter's like a roadie.
oh,
It's a term
like
I came up.
like his assistant,
his bitch.
Yeah, that's Dan. You
Hey,
got it.
probably his
Gopher.
producer if he's pulling shit up. But
Probably. I don't know. Back when I was in the band, we called those people the scooters. Anyway. Yeah, so you managed to knock that one out. Oh, isn't that funny? You're actually up next, Ruby.
hey, so the one that was going at me, how close is it to me?
I would say that this thing is probably floating a good like 25 feet.
Oh, but
Like,
like
kind
it's
of-
above me.
Yeah, it's hovering above you, but like
Okay.
25 feet away. If we're going as
So
far
there's-
as like how it would look on a D&D map, it's maybe like 10 feet in
Yeah.
front of you and the rest of the feet up.
So there's no way for me to walk up to this thing because it's floating in the air. Is the point that I'm trying to get to?
No, you are not that tall.
Yeah.
You could make yourself some stilts.
Huck it. Huck the sword.
Throw the bladed weapon. My barbarian character would be so proud.
Make some shurikens. Just
I mean, I could. I don't actually have anything in range because I never do that. Fuck it. I'm gonna try to make a box around the head that's floating in the air.
Bring it back
That's
down
what
to your level.
happens.
Grip it and rip it.
Yeah. Okay, so that would be create again.
Yeah. Rolls a box.
Technically, you just need to gunk up the propeller.
Actually, would that be a close combat attack since Ruby's technically boxing?
No, boxing would actually be a trap. So you.
That was a joke,
Ruby wouldn't
RC.
roll at all.
No.
Never mind.
Make it a
Oh,
bug.
right.
Ruby
I'm
wouldn't roll at all. Just you would roll a dodge check.
Oh,
and
oh,
if that's failed, a damage check or a.
So I rolled a 5.
I mean, what's the? I don't know the totals. The DC is based off of.
The DC's
Ruby's
higher than a
great.
5, right?
The DC is higher for a 5. For
Rest easy game us.
the DC is how is that not? I swear to God, I wrote this down last time we played. I think it's 19, but I need to do math real quick.
Okay,
19 or
I
17.
figured it was going to be something really high like that.
But it's
so
higher than
dodge,
5.
dodge
I can
check.
guarantee that.
Okay, yeah, so you built this box around it, and you actually hear, like, the propellers of this thing smack against the side of the box and start to break off as the whole thing careens to the ground. The box does not survive the impact, but neither does the rogue android head.
This is what I
shrapnel.
needed.
So they're all dealt with. We will finally go back to Crafter. Can you roll me a technology check?
That's a 20 for a total of 30.
Tell me how you shutting this thing off looks.
You switching dice
yeah.
really worked for you, Archie, didn't it?
No
Yeah.
kidding.
Okay, so yeah, I imagine once Cassie learns the interface, Crafter pulls up like a holographic version, so he kind of like a mind map, I imagine, so he can kind of get a full visual. And he figures out, all right,
As
this
a,
is
like a
I don't-
visual aid.
Yeah, like a visual aid.
Yeah.
He still doesn't understand
Aid.
exactly what it is or how it works, but enough to just shut it down. And also enough that if he needed to, he can power it back up.
So with a couple of bleeps and bloops, you manage to shut this thing down just as Cassie manages to snake her back way into, as so delicately put earlier, your hand.
Okay, because I was gonna say, yeah, I definitely am also extracting her because I don't,
Oh.
I don't want to leave her in this unknown operating system. I don't know what kind of security measures it might have.
I
Mhm.
figured. And as this thing putters off, you see the blue energy surrounding the building like just dissipate. Almost looking like water running down it. Before kind of snapping back into what appear to be the headlights of this truck, and it finally putters out. This child who has been hiding behind this display of 12 Lords of Leapin and all that other shit sort of peeks out, just clinging to this teddy bear and says, thanks. I don't have any money.
We don't charge.
You don't need money.
We're not
we're happy
corpos.
you're not dead.
Oh, you guys aren't gonna last long down here at all. Thank you, though.
Well,
Also,
Any,
And I go, we don't live down here. Don't worry.
yeah,
And I
we,
go,
we,
It's
we hope
probably
to not
good-
last long down here.
it's probably good for your
I make-
health, lady.
I make the tree and stuff go away because that was an illusion. And I go, anything besides the bear that you were wanting for Christmas?
I don't know. I'm really hungry. Can I get like pizza money?
How
And I
about
make a
a
pizza.
pizza?
And I was like,
I take back what I said, lady. You can make a fortune down here.
probably.
Honestly. But also, I really need to draw attention to the fact that Callan, when I talked about shurikens, said that you need to make shurikens that look like the Star of David.
We started making the idea of Jewish ninjas. So
Two ninjas!
Ginges.
Hell yeah. Jinjas. Okay.
Yeah, I
Callan?
personally think that idea sounds cool. However, creating secret societies of Jewish people.
I mean, they're already getting blamed for everything. Why not just
I
make them the villain?
mean,
Also, you don't have to be
W-
secret
we
to be
are.
a ninja. We've met plenty of ninjas. That are secret.
Yes.
You have to be stealthy, not secret.
Hey, my only complaint with the John Wick franchise. How you doing? Meanwhile, back at the plot. So, yeah, this kid takes his pizza, counts his lucky stars, and scurries off into the night to do whatever poor children do with a whole pizza. The truck is off. Mosey is surprised he didn't have to shoot anything.
we're trying to make it so the miners don't have to, but it seems unlikely.
Let's not have more murder on the miner's conscience.
So that was a fun little distraction. How about we get inside, huh?
Sounds good.
Yeah, let's.
Vamonos, let's go.
So you all make your way towards the doors of the megaplex. You've got your hand Ruby, you've got like your fingers wrapped around the handle. When you hear "Now stop right there" echo out about 50 times. You all turn around and you see a smattering of the floating heads. You see a number of the 7-foot Joe Rogan androids. And most concerningly of all, you see a couple that appear to be about 12 feet tall.
Oh
it is-
no, I don't like that.
And it is in this moment that you feel a bit of a sinking in your gut. When all of a sudden arose such a clatter. You all looked to the sky to see what was the matter.
Oh no.
Riding a sleigh pulled by all 9 reindeer was Jolly Saint Nick kicking shit in another gear. With a belly like jello, a malicious twinkle in his eye, Santa opened his sack, revealing one other guy. One you all know quite well, oh, this second schmuck, and under his breath you hear Mosey mutter, Ah, fuck. Skin perfectly bronzed with platinum blonde hair, big bulging muscles upon arms, legs, and derriere.
Goddamn.
In a green and red toga, showing chest hairs like a wombat, suddenly he booms out, "Glorious combat!" He gave Santa a fist bump before hopping out the sleigh, and with that, old Saint Nick, he did fly away. Yes,
Wait,
this
so is
fight
this
will,
actually Santa with Atlas?
yes, this fight will light up as if ignited by matches, for this is the Alpha, and his name is Atlas. With a crack of his knuckles and a satisfied sigh, he booms, "Atlas has got this. You go inside." A lot of you run as Atlas begins to fight. Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good. I'm sorry. I mean, what are you guys doing next?
You gotta at least finish the fucking rhyme.
No, that's the
And
joke.
And to all a good night. So yeah, you guys run inside as Atlas.
Oh, I thought you
handles
were gonna say all a good fight.
Same.
No. The
I,
punchline is all unresolved tension. Yeah, you run inside.
I was going to make the Christmas movie reference I was about to make before that glorious thing happened, which is like we're gonna put one foot in front of the other and go inside.
I just thought it was important that everyone get to see what Atlas looks like.
Absolutely, very important. Imagine that, but Christmas
fantastic.
colors.
Yeah. He's our
I need-
mistletoe.
I need you to know, on average, it took me an hour and a half to make the characters for this. I spent 3 hours making sure that was right. I spent 3 hours working on fucking 14 lines of rhyming.
Hell yeah.
Good for you.
So you enter the Megaplex, and
I'm sorry.
Showdown at the Megaplex.
I would say that Rachel and Crafter feel a pang.
I was like, I can't believe
Ruby-
Or
Raven-
visual aid.
Ruby and Robert feel a pang of
50-50.
nostalgia ring out through your stomachs as you enter every mall you've ever imagined from your childhood. Only it reaches up 15 stories of various storefronts and shops and displays. Most of the
Dude.
glass, of course, shattered because none of the Christmas decorations are any longer there. But
So this mall is abandoned.
yeah, you like
As,
you
as
see
every
like
mall
a
is, yes.
yes, exactly. Yeah, like you see like maybe like one or two people like whiz past you going toward the exit, but this place is mostly empty.
Oh wow.
Anyone need any last minute gifts?
I'm already here with a lot of you.
Gay.
All right, then fuck you guys. I'll advance the plot.
All
All
what?
right.
Then I just look at the crafter and go, why do I feel like you're always 5 seconds away from saying bah humbug?
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah, valid assessment.
All right. Mm.
I
Oh
might have
god,
been
don't
some
you guys
inspiration for Dickens.
hate it when you know you have to sneeze but it won't happen, so you just have to stop everything you're doing so you can finally fucking sneeze or talk it away until you feel that tingly feeling in your nose go away like it just did. All right, I can actually continue.
Wait, RC, what did you say about Dickens?
Oh, I said I might have been some inspiration for Dickens.
Oh no.
I love that.
So in
So
a way, you're weirdly like responsible for like Christmas coming back into the mainstream because the Christmas Carol is.
Listen, I didn't write the thing. You can't put that on me.
No, I mean it was a good thing because like he made it all about like altruism and stuff, and like by the way, this is true.
And scaring the rich.
Yes, as we should.
As one should.
meanwhile, back at the plot, I don't want the NPCs to do everything, so roll me some perception checks.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's great for me right now.
Mine's pretty
15.
good. Perception plus 8.
19.
Bad, but it's not great.
Okay,
Well-
RC,
That's me.
what did you get?
Oh, 15.
Dan,
22.
Rachel.
19.
Okay, RC. You know that whole explanation I gave earlier about looking at a location more tactically for your portal stuff?
Mm-hmm.
That's what you're doing.
What's the
Wha-
vertical situation like here? Like, is there any kind of things I can get on top of?
I mean, there's like some kiosks all about like the ground and shit, like little food stands and vendors. You could easily there's like a balcony overlooking like each of the 15 floors that kind of looks down to the grand entryway that you're in, so you could probably very easily zip up to like any of those.
Okay. I might want to. Actually, I think I do want to do that. I'm gonna pop up there, like just open a portal, dive on in, and then kind of take a survey.
Okay, I will have you roll me an investigate check while I resolve the other two real quick. While Crafter is, getting visual lay of the land, Rachel or Ribby and Yardak, what you guys notice is this very mechanical, like humming sounds. I didn't mention that the truck had a humming sound. Let me retroactively mention that the truck was supposed to have a humming sound. You
Okay.
hear that, but much, much louder.
Oh, joy.
Kind of
No.
echoing all throughout the mall. RC, can you roll
I
me?
mean,
Yeah.
is Ojo in character?
Is what who be what?
Oh, I said, oh, joy. I
Oh.
mean, yeah, it may as well be.
I'm gonna be like, I mean, I know it's a season of joy, but I feel like this is not what we want.
No joy.
I would say that this situation has been neither holly nor jolly.
Exactly.
I rolled a 16.
Except, and then it was funny. Ruby just stopped. Wait, does that mean Santa's real? Like,
I
just-
mean,
Yeah. Why do we gloss over that? Yeah, Santa confirmed.
Oh,
like,
I knew that.
I-
yeah, you guys didn't know that?
no. Why the
Also, I
hell?
only just discovered Christmas like 3 years ago. How long have I been on land?
Okay,
on there for, like,
you've got an
almost
excuse.
5 years
Then
now.
why the hell
Oh,
did
the
I
time-
have to help
fuck
my
me.
sister put together stockings for her kids?
Look, Santa has a cutoff
Sisters kids
age.
suck.
Yeah, the kids might have also just sucked. Like, you would be
My
surprised how...
nieces and nephews are my nieces and nephews are a delight.
Look, I'm sure they're a delight, but the naughty list is a very strict thing. Like, you think that the rules to getting into heaven are strict? Let me tell you a thing or two, sister. Meanwhile, Crafter, with your 16.
Now, I just want to know, Ruby is now being like, is it like the fucking good place where literally no one's getting in there?
Honestly, that's about it. That's how he saves so much fucking money. While Crafter, you with your 16 are able to kind of look across this vastness of mall, and you are able to see the very top of this tree sticking out of a mountain of presents and reefs and lights and all of the other shit that the rogue androids have snatched up.
And I get on my comms. Hey, Dancer, Prancer, Comet, Vixen.
Fuck you.
I hope I get to be Dancer. Or am I a Prancer? Am I a Prancer?
And I relay the information to them.
Well, that seems like the place that we should be headed. Love
Yep.
that for us.
Well, let's get to it, I suppose. Nothing better than to kick Atlas's ass again.
I'd like to. I'd like to
Atlas is
say-
helping you.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. I thought you were saying that he was behind the Rogue Androids thing.
No, he Santa dropped him off and he started fighting them for us to hold them
Oh.
off from us.
My brain confused things. I thought that, like, he was, like, trying... Like, he just wanted a big
Wait, what is
Christmas fight.
happening now?
Okay,
Dad
never mind.
confused me.
I'm here. I got
Like-
you. I'm good now.
What
I
is
thought,
happening? What
that
is
Atlas
happening?
was against you?
No,
What
I know
is
that's why I
happening?
was like, what the hell?
What is happening is that Callan is right. Dan is very pretty. Love
Okay.
you, sugar.
I created a backstory in my brain and kind of just like was like, no, you didn't say that. Okay, continue.
I feel like someone else was going to say something. Am I wrong?
Oh, no, I was. I was going to say that I want to, especially now that I have this good lay of the land, like, I want to stay separate from the group and do a stealth check and basically just kind of be, like, portaling, like, in this kind of areas above them as they're making their way through.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me that stealth check.
Okay, let's see how well I do this. 19.
You're able to stay sufficiently stealthy for now. Like there are rogue androids kind of whizzing past, throwing more shit into the colossal pile, but it's almost like they're ignoring you. Like RC, in your case, it's because you're extraordinarily stealthy. Oh my goodness, never before has there been a boy as stealthy as ye. But the rest of you, they're just sort of ignoring you for now as they complete their primary task.
I want to ask a question, and you might understand what I'm asking. So, are they like the Borg? The one Star Trek thing you watched had the Borg in it. So
I will say, for the sake of explaining, they're Borgish.
Okay.
They're Borgy enough to Borg.
And not that I think they're like part
the
like
Blarg
cybernetic shit, but just like the part where they're like ignore you while they're doing your job until you're a direct threat.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we'll go with that.
A little bit of Borg, a little bit of Cyberman.
So yeah, you make your way. Actually, I'm not just gonna give that to you. Roll me some perception checks, everyone.
Okay. Much like myself, I'm not really perceiving much.
That is a dirty 20.
8.
12.
No, sorry, I did that math wrong.
You said it with such confidence and so quickly.
I tried to do math in my head, and that was a mistake.
Well, let's hope that it's a better number.
It's 18. That's when I got confused.
Okay, so Robert and Ruby notice immediately. Dan notices when the speaking begins. But Robert and Ruby, you see this hooded figure at the very top of the tree where the stars should be.
The Grunch.
And as you approach, it looks down upon you.
Yes, I was wondering when someone would show up.
And it begins to slowly
come.
And it begins to slowly descend. Do you say that, Ruby?
Yeah.
Sense of humor on this one. Not quite. I am the brilliant artificial intelligence zillionaire operating system, better known as Bezos.
Fuck you.
As for why I'm here,
God, I hate you so much.
Well, there I was in my home in the year 69420.
Okay, as much as I hate it, one-off episode where him and Elon Musk fight each other.
Playing a game of Candyland with the other members of the Ultra Elite. When that simpleton Elon Musk tells me he found a way to travel through time. And what does he do with it? He dicks around. This made the oil coursing through my circuits come to a sizzle, so I developed the Amazon Time Truck, a powerful battery that will let me brute force a hole through time itself. Oh, let me tell you something. The next time we got together to play Candyland, I laughed in his face and fired the time truck up. And I
Why
told
the
him I
fuck
was...
were you playing Candyland?
Because it's fun, silence you. I told him I was going to become a bazillionaire by stealing Christmas from the past and selling it to the present.
Something happened to Christmas?
But of course, it would seem as if lots of you are in my way now. So let me ask you, how would you like a job at Amazon?
Absolutely not.
No.
Are you sure? We've got fantastic benefits in the future.
No, you don't. I know.
Crafter's sitting there talking to Cassie. You know, we could use some health insurance.
Are you sure?
Do you actually let your employees have bathroom breaks now?
You're silly. We've advanced past the need toward toilets.
How close
Oh.
is he to me now?
I'd say that
Are they? What are the Bezos' pronouns?
Bay and Zos, and I'd say that Bezos is about 100 feet away from you.
Damn.
And once everybody is a rogue android, you don't really need bathroom breaks.
Fuck it. I wanna. Ruby's sick of listening to these goddamn villain monologues.
All right.
Another Christmas bell right on Bezos.
Roll it.
While he's distracted, I want to do something. While she does this, I want to simultaneously do a thing, but I'm going to let her do her thing first.
Okay, so
I was
24.
about to say. Okay, 24. It'd probably help if I was looking at the right fucking thing, huh?
Maybe.
I mean, that seems like it could be helpful.
Okay, we're gonna hang on to that. You succeeded. Remind me of that in a second. Dan, what have you got?
Okay, so because you got a whole giant bell thing crashing down on you, while that's happening, and like while he's doing his villain monologue, I've had my spear like point down to the side, and I have been just carving away, and I want to swarm him with my little shardlings, and I want to have them all melt and try to fry him. With whatever massive power stunt, whatever fucking negatives you want to give me.
I mean, you have a hero point.
I have 2 actually. I haven't used them yet.
RC, how would you run that?
I think we need to enter initiative.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That makes sense. Well then, real quickly, what we're going to have happen is that this bell is going to clang right down onto Bezos. And it's going to be quiet for a minute before eventually a hand pops out. Just...
How uncivilized.
Like, what the what? I thought you wanted some Christmas.
And he gets up and kind of dusts off his jacket.
No, you're right. That will fetch a lovely price. Well then, Joseph, please.
You know, just to be clear of any Christmas day, you know, money is not like the meaning of Christmas, right? Like the basic.
You're stupid. Of course it is. How do you think I was able to make myself a multi-galaxy empire through money? Where do you think we get the most of our money? Your capitalistic need to spend a shit ton on Christmas, you fool! Joseph, deal with the common rabble.
Well, all I'm saying is the best way to spread Christmas cheer is singing loud to all to hear. And then I would imagine she like ducks behind something after she says that.
And it is as you say that popping out from a mountain of these presents is one of the 11-foot rogue androids that goes fa la 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 la. And now we roll initiative.
I wanted to swarm him with my shardlings.
Well, you'll still get the chance to, Dan.
Unnatural 20.
22.
21 for me.
Oh, 22, 21, and 20.
Okay, well, let me write those down.
Little
Who's
thing.
the 22?
Me.
Who's my 21?
Me.
All right, process of elimination.
I want to go me.
Who's my 20?
Me.
Yeah, don't let anyone tell you you're not. Okay.
Bezos is an angry elf. That is correct.
Boy, howdy, I didn't do myself any favors here. All right, we're gonna
Oh.
take a
God.
screenshot.
I just thought of
that
a
for you.
reference to make specifically to Bezos, and I don't think any of you will get it.
Probably
Hmm.
not.
It's for
You
a,
have
it's
my
for a
interest.
very specific Christmas song.
Oh. Mm.
Okay, I'm gonna this is what we're saying. I'm just gonna like shout out like, "Hey Bezos, you ever hear the song The Elves Lament?"
No. No, I have not.
It's a great song. It's about the elves wanting to unionize.
Is that a real thing?
Yeah, it's from the Bare Naked Ladies Christmas album.
Oh.
You know what?
Okay.
Because of the position that you have, RC, I'm gonna be really fucking cool and let you roll and investigate before we start this.
Okay, cool.
Because I'm such a nice fucking guy.
You are. That's a 25 for my investigation.
I will say if
Hang
like
on
it
to that for
wouldn't
2 seconds.
if it wouldn't like mess with like Twitch and YouTube, I would sing the elves like part of the Elves Lament, but
Oh, here, I'll just pull it up on YouTube and I'll just start.
I have been
Oh,
so
man, our
careful not
streams
to
went
bump
offline. I don't
anything
understand.
on this Rudolph because this Rudolph like those can light up, but when it does, it sings and dances to Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Wait, is Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer a copywritten song?
I'm sure it is. It's not
Or
that
is-
old.
Is the
Let's not
one-
find out.
Sorry, is it the how could it-
Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer was made for a promotion for a store. Rudolph is not as old as you think.
Oh.
Also written by a Jewish person. So
All right. So
yes, I think it
RC.
would be. Also, no matter what, the version that is on this that plays from this animal
Yeah,
would
yeah.
be copywritten.
That was more about me singing it myself or something. Anyway,
Yeah.
Brandon.
RC, the fuck did you roll?
2, 5, 25.
2 and 5, it's 25.
Oh wait, you mean for my investigation, right?
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
All right, 25.
What do my elf eyes see?
I'm gonna be really fucking nice to you. I'm gonna say that while this thing was monologuing, you kind of got bored and started to look around. And you saw that there are 4 more of these trucks surrounding it in like a north, south, east, west type configuration. All of the headlights pointing toward the tree.
Okay.
I
But-
would put out Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer was created in 1939. Not
Oh,
that
holy
old in
shit.
the grand
Okay,
scheme of
that's-
things.
yeah, I mean that's about as old as I thought. I
So
figured
it'll be in the public domain soon.
I say,
No,
how
I
long
figured
is
hopefully
that?
another-
the cartoon.
Ho- Hopefully,
Not
like
if
another
it-
10 years.
Not if Disney has anything to say
I was
about it.
about to say, hopefully in another 10 years, assuming Disney doesn't fuck with the copyright laws again. But before I go on a tirade about that, Yardak, you are up first in the initiative.
Okay. Trying to think. So there's the Bezos bot, but then how many of the rogue androids
Just-
are there?
Just one of the fucking big ones.
Okay. Well, I want him to be distracted. So what I'm actually going to do instead of attacking him is, I'm in a mall. I assume that there's plumbing in this mall. I want to try to snatch a bunch of water and douse all the presents and freeze them. You know what? Fuck it. And the tree. If there's enough water.
I mean, he's still emerging from the mountain of presence, so I feel like that should be some form of power stunt with like how big a task that is,
Okay.
because it's like an 11-foot creature.
Well, no, I'm not trying to coat him. I'm trying to coat the presence. Like I'm not attacking.
That's fair,
him.
but you're trying to coat enough of the presence to stop him.
Oh no, I'm just trying to distract him. I'm not trying to like freeze him to it. I just want him to go like, oh fuck, presence.
Oh, okay. Well, if you're just trying to distract him, then I guess you could roll that as like a deception.
I mean, like I can still totally do like as like a stunt because it's you said it was a huge fucking
I mean,
tree.
no. If you're just doing it to distract him, I'm not going to make you roll that as a power stunt or anything. I just didn't understand exactly what you were going.
Okay, yeah, no, I wasn't attacking him at all.
No, if you're just trying to distract him, yeah, go ahead and throw
because I'm
that
hoping
as
that like he's
deception.
gonna because like their whole thing is getting the present. So like if he's like, oh fuck presents, he's not gonna pay attention to us, and then we can have like an easier attack.
That's actually really smart. Well played.
9 and my deception also 9. 18.
I mean, for shits and teehees, I'll roll.
A 1.
It worked. It worked. Tell me what it looks like.
It's a very sad and wet Christmas here in the what the fuck is it called? The Megaplex.
How is that any different than usual?
Yeah, fair enough. Except not wet because then I go, I snap my fingers and then it flash freezes and all the presents are now little icicles.
I'm so sorry, my body needed water now.
Because you're straining your voice.
Yeah, so yeah, you managed to freeze a pretty good chunk of these presents, which does manage to distract the rogue android for a while. He starts to like kind of scoop up the presents and like use his weird mechanical meaty dick skinner hand to dry it off, despite the fact that there's nothing on there that could possibly dry it.
I don't like how you just
Yeah.
It's magical live television, baby. But yeah, that's just a do you want to move or anything, or is that about it for you?
Is Ruby next to me?
Yeah, everyone sans Robert is kind of clustered together, and then
Okay, then no, I'll stand next to Ruby just in case she needs help.
all right, well then, Craftioli.
So I can see these 4 trucks, right?
Yes, you have like a perfect vantage point of them.
So theoretically, I could portal right into the trucks, right? Or one of them, I mean.
Theoretically, absolutely.
But Robert, seeing isn't believing. Believing is seeing. I'm trying to get as many goddamn Christmas quotes as I can in here.
Yeah, because
Well,
I think
for
my
fucking
plan would
record.
be to try to get inside whichever one's closest to me.
Is this not what
Okay.
Ruby I'm supposed to do with Ruby? Get as many goddamn quotes in here?
You're not.
No, you right. I'm trying to think of what to have you roll for that, for like closeness and accuracy, given the fact that you're in a slightly stressful situation.
I mean, this is just my movement.
Oh yeah, fuck, I'm dumb. Yeah, you do that.
Sorry,
You're right.
Yeah, like that's my movement ability. So like that's my move action.
I
I can just cross a very large distance.
Yeah, no, you're between a truck and a Cinnabon.
All right.
Between a truck and a Cinnabon.
I wanted to use my standard action then to try to interface with this thing again and shut it down. Like I did with the other one.
That I will have you do a technology check.
Sounds good. 27.
So with a 27, yeah, due to your familiarity with the device, you're able to shut this thing right down. Like there's a briefest moment of a snag, but you and Cassie are able to work right through it.
Okay, and I'll roll a perception if I have to, does anybody take notice of me doing this?
I'm going to have you roll me another stealth check for that, actually.
Okay. Stealth would be 22.
Shit's tease. Nah, you're hidden.
Okay. All right. But and is there any visible like anything like does anything change about the environment?
Nothing that you notice immediately.
Okay.
All right, so with that, we are going to go to Rachel.
Me.
So I'm
Thank
gonna
you,
say.
Kellen.
So I'm gonna say that RC, you're like to the left behind a pile.
Okay. And I think I pop onto the comms and it's like, all right, I disabled one of the ATTs.
Okay, good. So who do I see is the? I mean, obviously Bezos is still around, unfortunately.
So thankfully, it is just Bezos and the one big fucking rogue android.
I'm trying to decide.
Because you have a nice DM.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Are any of them stabbing distance? Either of them?
You know what? Just to be polite, I'll say that during the monologue, the both of you walked closer to each other. You could probably get within stabbing distance of Bezos.
I'm gonna stab Bezos.
Roll the stab a billionaire. God, haven't we all wanted to? We have fun here.
Honestly, living my dream right now.
Fantastic.
No, I figured that part of this was going to be cathartic. That's my holiday gift.
26 overall.
26 overall. And what's the DC on that?
19.
Yeah. Where's theirs? Oh yeah, you fucking got him. Tell me what that looks like.
Ruby's gonna just go stab. Oh, he's not wearing the hood anymore, right?
No, he dramatically whipped off the cloak to reveal the outfit that we saw.
I'm just gonna go stab right in his. I don't know what part of Bezos should I fucking stab.
You should stab him in the neck.
It should be. I'd say this is Bezos, right? As opposed to the human individual that would have any repercussions for us stabbing.
Yeah.
Oh shit, what's poppin', Squire?
Ooh, hey, thanks.
Hey. We're going right for the neck, and I go, let's change it up let's change it up a little bit. Let's light the menorah.
Let's light the menorah.
So
could you
have
look. I'm gonna have to quote "Oh Hanukkah." Can you think of any quote? Like, can you think of any Hanukkah movie quotes that are not some like super profane thing from 8 Crazy Nights?
No,
I forgot that movie existed.
Congratulations.
I'm so bummed that I cannot think of any quotes from the
desperately hate Adam Sandler
special.
We're the Maca babies. That's the best thing about it is the Maca babies.
So, it's funny that you mentioned lighting up the menorah.
Mm-hmm.
You slide a knife into Bezos's neck.
It's a sword.
And you slide a sword into Bezos's neck. And you twist the point a bit. And with that, there is a loud pop noise. And you see half of the skin on Bezos's face rip off to reveal.
Not the Ultron Bezos.
Well, that's gonna cost money to get fixed.
Nah, you should keep it this way. People could really see what you really like.
The every money.
Don't worry, I'll be taking it out of your pension.
I don't work for you.
You will.
No, I won't.
Yes, you will.
No, I won't.
Do you have anything else?
No, I can't think of any reference to this fucking Christmas reference to this fucking shit.
Hey, Brandon, can you just say that he starts laughing though?
God damn it!
I hate you. Take your hero point.
That's 3 now for me.
Yeah, congratulations. You
Great.
Don't
racked
make
them
me
up.
bust out the Mike Wazowski again.
Mike Wazowski. Right, it's Sparky's turn now. Sparky, like any good dog would in this situation, is going to point his revolver at the giant rogue android and pull the trigger. He does not hit. The bullet whizzes right past and hits a balloon, which pops really loud and makes Sparky's tail stand up a little bit. Oh, just a balloon. I thought it was the vacuum.
This dog has a fucking revolver.
Yeah. You know what? He
Concerning.
deserves it.
Concerning, isn't
No,
it?
but I mean, shouldn't his own gun scare him?
Well, he's used to that one.
Although that
I
would be
wanna
really
point
fucking
out-
funny. But he's really
I
good
wanna
with it,
point
but it
out-
terrifies the shit out of him.
I want to point out that a lot of dogs are scared of balloons
Yeah, why is that a thing?
because they
Like
pop.
even before they pop. Like even if the dog has no
They're-
idea what a balloon is.
They're weird and they float in the air. That's not natural.
Yeah, fair
These
enough.
and so many more questions answered.
Explains
not
my
now.
distrust of birds.
Well, you shouldn't trust them; they're not real. So it's the
Mhm.
rogue android's turn now.
Thanks,
We're
Reagan.
gonna have it roll really quick to see if it can stop being so distracted. Yeah, I came up with a good arbitrary number. It does not pass the arbitrary number I came up with in my head, so it is still drying off these presents, but it discovered that it can wave its hands really fast and make them dry faster. So this is only going to work for another turn. With that, though,
Bezos,
Eh,
you have made an enemy out of me.
Good. I was never
Reagan!
gonna be your friend.
Did you say ray gun?
Making
Ray
enemies out
gun!
of people in the year 69, 420.
Bam, bam.
so
Everyone I've met from that year sucks.
ranged attack is dodge, right?
Yeah.
I'm assuming it's that at
Okay.
me.
I mean, you can't parry a fucking bullet. Just
Look, I've seen wilder shit happen here.
I'm
Is
totally gonna make a character who has an alternative resistance to ranged weapons that uses parry.
does a 17 hit you, Rachel?
Wait, so do I need to roll something or what am I?
No, this is your dodge plus 10.
No, because my dodge is 20. It'd be 20. Dodge plus 10.
Well, yeah, this
Ruby
thing.
is squishy. She gets out of the way fast.
I was about to say, tell me how you avoid this thing.
God, I'm trying to think of like a reference, and I've used them all.
Card
I
spent. We have to
basically
save some
just-
reference budget for season 3.
I basically all the Christmas references. I've got others.
Yeah,
I basically just sidestep it and go, God bless us, everyone.
I own that movie.
There are several.
I'm aware.
Also, it's in public. Also, that book is in public domain, so I don't give a shit what the rules are in your fucking weird ass year.
I bought the public domain.
Oh, that's not how that works. I think you might be the stupid one.
It is when you're a zillionaire, you little fuck.
And with that, it is going to go to Mosey, who at long last is going to get to fire off this shotgun. He's going to aim it at the rogue android.
Good. Apparently Bezos is my mortal enemy, which, like, I mean, accurate. But
And as he pulls the trigger, he realizes that he forgot to reload it from when he fought earlier. Mosey looks down at his rifle and goes,
God, I'm so happy that Slugger's not here to see that. He'd give me so much shit for that.
But then it goes back to Yardak.
Did you roll in that one?
I rolled a 2.
Oh.
Okay.
So the gun didn't break, but you didn't fucking load
Yeah.
it.
That was about it. One lower, and that gun would have backfired, and this child would have lost a finger.
At least it's just a finger. God.
I didn't say it was going to be one of his.
Oh.
What?
While you guys ponder that, Yardak, it's your turn.
No, I'm gonna erase that from my brain.
It's probably for the best.
Okay, Bezos bot has an exposed head right now, so I'm gonna send a water blast right at his chrome cranium.
All right, so roll to
Chromium?
blast.
Chromium.
So anyways,
Wait, that's
he
the
started
band.
blasting.
So anyways, I started water blasting. Bam!
Yeah.
Yeah. 26.
Yeah, that hits him. What's the DC on that?
24.
He has nothing in toughness. He literally cannot beat this, but for shits and tees. Oh, that sucks. He actually rolled good too. All right, yeah, tell me what that looks like as you smack him with it.
Remember the ice bucket challenge?
Yes.
Like that. But instead of, what was it, $25, this time the billionaire will pay.
So you cause a giant torrent of water to smack right into this thing's back, and
He goes, cold, cold, cold. God, why do I feel cold? Why did I program cold? Oh, pain. Why did I program pain?
I mean, honestly, yeah, pretty stupid.
Because you're stupid. We've established this.
Because you're stupid.
Shut up. You invent time travel.
You didn't you already say Elon Musk did?
Look, just because he beat me to the chase doesn't mean I stole his formula. I have ethics.
No, you don't lie.
Yes, I
No.
do. Shut up.
Crafter's sitting in a truck and just playing some music and watching all this goes, no, he doesn't.
Speaking of, unless Dan, do you have anything else you want to do here?
No, that's pretty much it. Just want to assault a billionaire as much as I can.
No, that's valid. That's why I
Mhm.
designed this adventure.
Yeah.
Crafter, you are up. One truck down.
Ba, 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 ba.
Yeah.
I'm trying to decide, do I keep doing the truck things or do I help out with the combat? What do y'all think?
No, trucks are important.
Okay.
I'm not gonna say shit without a
then,
hero
yeah,
point.
I'm gonna teleport to the next truck then.
All right, go ahead and roll me another technology check.
29.
With a 29, you were able to shut this one down a little bit quicker than the last one, even. And it is at this point that you notice that the mechanical humming has gotten significantly quieter. And
There were how many trucks?
4.
4.
RC, I'm gonna say that you don't catch this bit because you're like the opposite end of all the action right now. But
Sure.
when everything gets quieter, everyone else that is a hero kind of sees Bezos go,
Yeah, shit. Who was messing with that?
What are you talking about? No, it's
What
fucking with them.
about? That's you. That's what you sound like.
Oh, please. People actually like people actually like my voice, but they like me. So that's probably why.
This is like me. That's what you sound like.
Rachel, it's your turn. Get him to shut up. I'm sorry, actually, RC, do you have anything else you wanted to do after that?
I mean, I moved. I did my standard action.
You're by Qdoba now.
I radioed to the other. Huh?
You're by Qdoba now.
I just want to. Damn, I do want a burrito.
Same. Why did I do this to myself?
Yeah, I'm just gonna radio to the other two and just say, hey, keep them distracted. I've got two of these things disabled.
And I go,
What, you think I don't have a link to this too?
Oh, fuck.
Hey, Vic, that's you. That's what you
I-
sound like.
as he's talking, I just put my hand, because he's right in front of me right still, right?
Yep.
Okay, we're dazzling Bezos.
How does Razzle Dazzle work again? I've never had to I've DM'd a Razzle Dazzle once.
It's an affliction, so it would be a fortitude check, I believe.
Okay.
In a minute, Steph will take your character sheet, Rachel.
Is it opposing checks?
No. You would. Just
I'm trying to
roll
beat the DC.
yeah, you're trying to beat the DC,
Yeah.
but I can't remember if
The-
it's what the. I can't remember what the resistance is. I'm pretty sure fortitude.
The
Or
DC
will?
is 19. And I have impaired, disabled, unaware written down. Let me see if it's resistible by will.
Okay.
Will. Okay, so you roll one at your will, and you're trying to beat. Would you say it was Rachel 17 or 19?
19.
19. I feel like Bezos probably have a good will save.
He very well does.
No.
You flash this right in front of his eyes, and you see that, like, the mechanical glowy bits kind of dim a little bit, and the second the flash is over, it lights back up.
I was born at night. I wasn't born last night, baby.
What?
I'm a bazillionaire. You can say shit like that when you have as much money as me.
Oh, so you can just say bullshit because no one like cares to call you out? That's fucking dumb as shit. Like you.
It's just dumb.
Yeah.
Someone,
I just tried to
right,
distract
and 69
him.
420 legal.
someone's
just-
jealous they can't afford the $8,000 for Twitter Blue.
$8,000.
Oh,
Is that a
Twitter
lifetime membership?
Twitter Blue is also dumb as shit. The thing is, this seems to be the thing distracting him the most. This is which is why Ruby keeps going with it.
So is there anything else you wanted to do on your turn here?
I'm trying to think what else I could do.
You could still move.
Nah. I'll
Okay.
stay there.
Well then, let's see if any of our friends have better luck with their aim as Sparky fires off another shot. Yeah, that's in that 20. Sparky fucking hits.
God damn, why is
Yeah.
Sparky fuck shit up?
Let these dogs out.
You're
You're the one who allowed a dog detective. What do you think was gonna happen?
Okay, yeah, wow. So Sparky ends up perfectly leveling the shot directly into a gap between the chest plate and the shoulder, causing a large spark to shoot out.
Wait,
Oh.
who?
The rogue android looks at it. Well, that's not supposed to happen. Ow. Why am I programmed to feel pain?
Because Bezos is dumb.
From there, it
Yeah.
is actually going to go to the rogue android, who we're going to say that was kind of the Sparky needed to stop being distracted. You see this massive rogue android reach into this pile of presents before pulling out a whole ass electric scooter. And he looks at you, Yardak.
No.
Still want to play baseball? And it whips it at you.
Wait, do they all share one hive consciousness?
For the sake of this joke, yes.
You know, fair enough. I'll
Oh,
accept it for a lull.
Oh, so they are the Borg.
For the sake of
Like
this joke,
100%.
yes. I'm assuming that a 12 is not going to hit you. That's going to be your dodge plus 10.
No, that's a 20.
Okay, so it gets closer than comfort. You can feel the wind rush past you, but thankfully it does not hit. However, it takes 2 or 3 steps forward and it's suddenly right in your face, Yardak.
Okay.
and by extension, the other 3. From there, it is going to go to Bezos, who is going to kind of look over at what's happening with the rogue androids.
And Joseph's got this ray gun.
A 17's not going to hit you, is it, Ruby?
No. I think it's the same thing you rolled last time.
Yeah, so you managed to Christmas reference your way out of this one yet again.
Oh god, I'm running out of them. I just say oh, this is dumb as shit. I spit out of the way and say dreidel, dreidel, dreidel.
I hate that, but I love it. Just dreidel, dreidel, dreidel.
I made it out of clay, and I will fight the Bezos. I will not die today. Dreidel, dreidel, dreidel. I made you out of clay. Bezos, Bezos, Bezos. You're an asshole, oy vey.
Yeah.
Rachel didn't know I knew the dreidel song, did she?
That's the one Hanukkah song people actually know, so I figured.
Look, fuck, shut up. Mosey's turn. Mosey, now with a loaded gun, is going to try and take another shot at this rogue android. Much better.
Good.
Oh, yeah, that's gonna fucking hit. DC 20. So Mosey points this big old boomstick right up into the chest of this thing, pulls the trigger, hits the chest, a large spark comes off, a piece of the protective plate goes flying off with the explosion, which Mosey just barely manages to get out of the way of, before looking up at this thing, piss and vinegar shimmering from his eyes, and he declares,
Where's my fucking tree?
Mallow, that's why we're here.
and we go back to Yardak.
Okay.
Wait, Dan, are you suggesting that if we had gotten the tree back earlier in the adventure, we would have just gone home?
Mosey woulda.
Maybe.
We would have sent
actually-
the kid back. We would have sent the child back if he had what he wanted.
Before we go back to the top of the initiative, I am so sorry. Do you guys mind if I pee real quick?
Gotta hold it.
Fuck.
It's Christmas. We'll allow it.
Oh boy, I'm gonna sing a song while I do it then.
Fine, you know what? Me too. I'll be right back.
I think
Dan
that
say,
one
"I'll pee
probably
right
would be
back," or
fine.
I'll be
covered.
right back.
What?
Did Dan say I'll be right back or I'll pee right back?
I don't know.
I'm gonna mute myself so I can eat real quick.
I actually am gonna grab something.
Oh no, what did Dan say that made Callan ponder?
We weren't sure if he said I'll be right back or I'll pee right back.
That is ponder worthy. Yeah, last break of the night, my bad, everyone. Thought I was gonna be able to hold it.
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back.
I went pee and I come back with chicken nuggets.
Hey. I am so envious of your life most of the time.
As I was using the bathroom, Taylor walked in and had Wendy's.
Nice. Well, I
Still-
took my headphones off. I forgot, and then it just knocked off. But I forgot to show this. I have a little Christmas pillow. It says, "And the stockings were hung."
Beautiful.
It's not the only thing.
I am so sad that I don't have nugs, and I'm not talking about the kind that Dan has.
Yeah.
So, are we ready
Why are
to
you
dive?
taking a picture of me?
Because you're cute.
Why? 'Cause
Shut
I'm
up.
eating nugs?
Why is Taylor taking a picture of you?
Dan, eyes on the
Because
prize.
he's a creep.
Yeah, that's fair.
No.
But he's your creep.
Are
Yeah.
we ready to dive back in?
Mm-hmm. Okay, I already know what I'm going to do for the attack.
All right, good, because you're up.
Mm-hmm. Right in that little hole in the outer shell that Mosey just made.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go Mega Man style, get a bunch of water, put it around my hands, and put them together, make a giant blade, and shove it inside of him.
Whip it and rip it.
Ooh. 16, 26.
So, a 26. It's probably going to hit. Just give me 2 seconds to take a quick little peek-see-do. Oh, yeah, that hits. What's the DC on that, buddy?
If it, yeah, it'd still be the water. 24.
Tell me what it looks like.
Okay. So, actually, for the sake of flavor, since all these presents had like the ice on them, I want to suck back up all my ice because there was a good bit of it. Well, I guess water, bring it up to me and have like the water like glowy circling my hands. And then just like put my arms straight out and then bring them up, put them together and make a giant ice blade and then just fucking skewer him right through the torso.
Do you mind if I add a little bit onto that for flavor text purposes?
Oh yeah, put salt in the wound.
But the blade remains, skewering him in place.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Do you have anything else?
I give a little wink and a kiss.
Oh, I think he likes me.
Oh.
Well, I don't, but okay.
No, I'm used to hearing that one.
Oh, God.
I'm gonna make you
Joe
feel
Rogan.
for everything I introduce, including Joe Rogan. Fuck you.
No, absolutely
back.
not. I
Nope.
refuse.
No, I don't feel. I forgot, and we remembered it's Joe Rogan, and I don't feel bad again.
No, the VOD captured that. You can't take that back. I'm gonna rewatch that a billion times.
I will
Mercy.
not
Don't
feel
lie.
anything for Joe Rogan except disdain.
It's my turn, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. So I am going to, since I've got some extra hero points, I'm going to push myself here. I am going to teleport to the next one, do a standard action, and then use extra effort to get another standard action, and teleport to the next one.
Okay, so you're going to teleport, shut off, and then you're just teleporting to the next one?
Yep, we're gonna see how it goes.
Okay, cool. Yeah, roll a technology check.
Not my best 19.
19 still gets it. It takes
Okay.
a little bit longer. You've already established that you're going to be using extra effort, though. But you're able to get it shut down. You notice that the defenses on this one are stronger, so you start to maybe think that the defenses like get better as more of them get shut off. Because I was nice to you this time, but I'm going to make the last one hard.
Okay, and then I use my extra effort to teleport and give one of my hero points so that I can stay without fatigue.
All right, that sounds good to me. From there, we are going to go to Rachel, and you notice that the humming's only as loud as like the one out there was, and you notice that like with this, Bezos is sort of like no, and way more focused on what's happening with that.
Okay.
You're up.
I'm gonna try to stab him again.
Grip it and rip it, you magnificent bastard.
Okay. Not 20.
DC.
19.
With that, you can. There's a couple things you can do with the nat 20. Oh wait, you said it. Yeah, if you with a nat 20, there's a couple things you can do, including adding +5 to the resistance, increasing the DC by 5.
Ooh, let's do that.
RC, get it ready. You know what I mean.
I figured.
So
I'm
that
scared by whatever the hell that's happening between you guys.
I mean, I assume it's a good thing because you got an at 20. So I'm assuming it's something good happened for you.
So with that, you do another stab and twist deal, and you hear this massive, not even a pop, it is a full-on bang, as the protective metal casing around Bezos' skull blows clean off, revealing his true face.
Ew. I hate that.
There is not a monetary value on the blood I am going to squeeze from the stone that is you.
What in the Five Nights and Freddy is this?
My face. Fucker.
But why? But why?
Yeah, why do you look like that? Why are you ugly?
That's what the protective casing was for.
Yeah, but you know you're ugly.
What, you think I just go to the club walking up like this? Like, hi there, I look like a monstrosity. No, I have a protective layering around it, which you just fucking blew off.
I mean, maybe if you hadn't tried to steal Christmas from literally the poorest people, that's also very dumb. Why not try and take nice people's stuff? Because, like, no offense, Mosey, the stuff down here is not like the nicest Christmas decorations.
No,
Wow.
you got me on that one.
And Bezos points to the top of the tower.
You think I didn't start with the penthouses up there, dingus?
Then why? Like, why haven't I heard anything about the penthouses? You seem to be making that shit up on the spot.
You're
Did you
stupid and
turn-
can't tell stories.
Did you turn on the radio? Did you flip on the news? Or are you just assuming things? Because, you know, assuming makes an ass out of you, not me.
I like work in television. I have television on all the time. So yes, I did.
Yes, so you definitely saw the news reports of everyone freaking out that I was going around stealing all their shit, which definitely would include the top 1%.
Again,
I'm a billionaire business lord. I'm not stupid. I start with the expensive shit. I just, we're getting to the pores now.
And with that, we're going to go to Sparky, who's going to take a moment to try and pop this thing in the head.
Good. Again, I still think
Probably
Ruby's doing the best job of distracting him by just pissing him off.
He's
Unfortunate.
gonna pop him in the head because he's freaking disturbed by him, I imagine.
Unfortunately, he just rolled a nat 1, so Sparky
Oh.
fires.
This first Mosey now.
Bezos moves his head,
And furthermore,
and then we're going to go to the rogue android.
I thought he was frozen.
In place. His
Uh,
hands fall off,
Good.
revealing 2 massive cannons,
Not good.
which are pointed, one at Dan, one at Sparky. You know,
Not the old yeller.
no. One at Dan,
I
one
would
at
have
Mosey.
said how ironic it would be if you were the one to take a dog out.
Why?
Oh god, that's a thing I could do.
Oh, because he always said that I'm not allowed to harm the dog.
Oh.
That's a thing I could totally do. Don't fucking tempt
Don't
me.
do it.
What is wrong with you?
A lot. My dad didn't hug me enough. Does a 19 doesn't hit you, does it, Dan?
Is it dodge?
Yes.
Ha, by 1, bitch.
Ooh. Well,
Let's just see if the small child is as
I
lucky.
That's
also
what I was
not
about
okay with
to
him
say.
aiming at Mosey either. If I had a
Anybody have
hero point,
interpose?
Ruby would be like using it to.
Oh no.
Hey, Mosey.
Yeah, I don't have interpose, so I cannot help in this scenario.
Neither do I. Could I interpose if I know that I'm not going to be hit by it?
There's no point.
Well, because it's like going in front of a comrade.
Yeah, you interpose once the hit is confirmed.
I thought it would be like, I'm taking your place, but
Brandon,
haha, you missed
what
me.
the fuck did you do?
Did you just kill Sparky?
No, he aimed it at Mosey now.
Oh. You just kill a child?
So Mosey takes one to the chest,
God!
What the fuck?
flinging him backward into the pile of presents.
Hero point. No, you didn't. Edit a scene.
I was like, edit the scene.
I'm sorry.
Edit
Do you
the
want
scene.
him?
Mosey
Bulletproof
went home.
vest.
Do you want him
I
to
don't
hit
have
something
one.
harder?
No.
Oh, I was joking that edit the scene. He has a bulletproof vest on.
Yeah.
Like,
No, he lands on a
Back to the Future.
squishmallow.
I would have said it's like
And if the
someone
scene is a
can-
confetti gun.
One of you. Someone who has a hero point, because I only had 2 and I used both of them, maybe a reaction to, like, I don't know, do something.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
what I'm saying. I don't have interpose.
I'm going to, because I did I use one? I had 2. Did I use one?
Wait.
I think you've used one.
I think you've only used 1.
Okay, well then I'll use my last one, and then
Now, everyone should have at least a hero point right now.
yeah, and then
I don't have any.
Yeah, even
Yeah,
Callum has a hero point.
Callan trying to cash in his hero point, but so I'm gonna react using a hero point and throw up my force shield around Mosey.
Actually, give me 1 second.
But yeah, I used both
Just
of
so I can
mine, and
find
I
it.
was only
Right.
given 1 extra. So
Oh. Yep, that sounds about right. I'm gonna let RC look up what he's going to, but I think I know how I'm gonna have you do that unless RC reveals new
unless you want to
esoteric
retroactively
knowledge.
Yeah,
give me a
you
hero point for
can-
dreidel.
Look, as
You
great
can spend
as
a hero point to gain. You can spend a hero point to gain the benefits of a rank of an advantage you don't have until the end of the next turn. So you could do interpose. One of us could do interpose. You or me, Dan.
Oh, even if I don't have it?
That's what I'm saying. You would use your hero point to temporarily get it for this turn.
Could I still use my what do you call it? My shield?
I mean, hypothetically, here's an idea. If RC wanted to use interpose, and if you wanted to use a reaction to try and like shield the crafter as he goes careening into this pile of presents, I
This is
wouldn't
true.
stop that. This way,
Okay,
everyone
So basically,
gets.
so basically, I dive in, throw Mosey through the portal I just came through,
Mhm.
and then the shield goes up, and we'll see how well it helps me.
Or actually, instead of doing all that, why couldn't you just like create a portal and have the blast go right back to him?
Because it's not how interpose works.
Yeah, interpose
Oh.
is specifically about switching places with someone to take the shot for.
Oh,
you.
you're just using the portals to do it. Okay, yeah.
Mhm.
Okay,
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's how I can move.
yeah.
That's the only reason I can do it at the distance I'm at, because I have the portal.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So, what array is your force field part of, Dan? Is that part of your water
Water control.
bullshit?
Yeah.
Okay, then I'm going to have you make a roll with that to see if you're able to catch the crafter. Since you're using a hero point, I'll even be nice and not have a penalty.
Okay.
Fuck it, we're going a little long.
Oh, actually, I have 2 in luck, so I'm going to use one of those
Okay.
because that was a 3. I will take the 17 and then put 27 altogether then, if it's from my water.
So with a 17, you are able to cushion the blow enough to where it doesn't decimate Crafter's shit, but he's not feeling great. That's going to be a -1 on your toughness.
Oh, I don't roll anything for that.
Oh, yeah, never mind. Of course you do. Of course. Well,
I figured I would just take a penalty or a benefit based on how well Dan did.
that makes a lot of sense. Dan did really well, so I'm not going to say that there's like a penalty or anything.
All right. Well, my toughness is. Oh, sweet, nat 20. But I don't have a very high toughness, so 28.
So you're fine. And
Okay.
because of how well you rolled, you even get to hear Mosey from like around the corner just, what the fuck just happened? Oh my god, my tree!
That's good.
That was the rogue android. We're gonna go Bezos.
And so now Dan used a hero point, so you have 0 now, Dan?
I think. Yeah, I
believe
should
it.
have.
Because I'm down to 1 then.
Yep, Dan's out. Rachel is out. You have 1. Am I correct?
Okay.
And Callan
That
has one.
sounds right to me. And
Yes,
Callan.
and Callum has 1.
And Callan has one.
Yeah.
Can't forget that.
What did I just...
I do love this idea of audience hero points.
I'm just waiting to see if he decides to spend it so I can decide whether or not I'm actually going to allow it. Depending
I
on what you
don't know,
pitch, Callan, maybe. I'm in a good mood.
Okay, but if we ever do make a Patreon, that should be something we use. Like the hero point should be something we do with it.
That'd be funny.
Figure that'd be just like a Twitch bits thing. Anyway,
Right.
that's a
Meanwhile, back at the plot. So, it is now Bezos' turn, who, despite really not liking you and your smart mouth, just saw this new guy pop up, so...
Oh shit, ray gun!
Hope we got a lot in dodge.
no.
He's not going to
Oh.
need a lot in dodge. I rolled a 10.
Total?
Yes.
Okay, then I'm fine.
I'm using
I
Big
have a
Green
6
tonight.
I have a
That's
Crafter's
rude.
very underpowered in terms of his defenses.
Apparently, Big Green only rolls well if I'm a player.
Big Green
Good.
likes us.
Big Green
Big
loves
Green
you
is
guys.
pro player.
Apparently
Big Green
so.
said power to the players.
So he misses. And
You
we
were
go
an
to
awful shot.
Awful human as well.
Yeah,
Well,
yes, that was
used
already
to be human.
established, though.
Cyborg.
Look, typically I have more of my Josephs around to help me with this. It's not my fault that they're off downloading DMT or whatever it is they do when I'm not around.
Huh?
I don't know, I assume that's what they do, download DMT. It's not like they could really do it to robots.
Sure, whatever. I'm gonna ignore that.
So you were right next to the other truck, right? RC?
Yeah, I guess.
Well, then we'll say that this kid's close enough to try and roll a technology check.
Oh, is Mosey gonna try to take out the last truck? There's only one truck left.
Mosey's not going to try.
Right? Damn, Mosey. Good job.
So you hear the whirring stop. Before you see this gigantic blue portal open up above the tree on the ceiling of this place.
If you bring in Elon Musk 69420, I'm walking away from this live stream.
You see the portal start to slowly move down the ceiling along the wall as rogue androids get sucked into this portal. Bezos screaming,
No, no, no!
Yes,
and
yes,
that's
yes.
when he steps out, points at Bezos, and he screams, "Get back here, you son of a bitch! It's your turn in a Candyland!"
Damn it!
God, I'm
And with a fine, and with a final
No!
you see Bezos and the last of the rogue androids get sucked through this portal before it collapses in amongst itself.
Why do I feel like you should be going, I'm melting, I'm melting?
Oh, the
You're
humanity!
obsessed with the Wizard of Oz.
And there's
mean, yeah.
a brief silence. And then you hear, "Hey yo, we could get our shit back now." As hordes of underground citizens begin to pour out from these storefronts and make their way to the tree to get their stuff back. You guys are all roughly clumped together, right?
Yeah.
I think so.
Are we about to
Except
sing
for
that
Mosey,
song for the Grinch?
I thought about it.
I
it's
I would say the lyrics, but the lyrics like are gibberish and do not make any sense. So
Anyway,
Is this? I was gonna say, is this one of the people from the underground, or is this one of the Shardlings?
yes.
Yes.
And it
Yeah,
is
Jeff lives here
as
now.
these throngs of people surround the tree that you see Mosey pop up with his shotgun back in his golf bag, a candy cane decorated duffel bag in one hand, and this tiny, scrawny little Charlie Brown Christmas tree in the other.
oh
And he looks at you and he says, "Let's get the fuck out of here. Shit's getting crazier."
yeah, let's go.
Crafter whips open a portal.
Honestly, I'd rather face the Bezos bot than a horde of Christmas people going after presents.
I'll take us just right outside the Megaplex then.
No, you're not.
Oh, okay,
I've got this. So you throw open the portal, not really thinking about where it is, just wanting to get out of there, and you find that it spits you out in like a random alleyway of neon glow. And Mosey just, oh god, that was fucking wild, huh?
Yeah.
You don't fucking say, kid.
He puts the tree down on. Absolutely. This is off in the distance. You can see Atlas the Alpha with a giant teddy bear. Mr. Snugglekins, I told you we'd be reunited once more.
Oh, that's actually kind of sweet.
Mosey sets down the tree on top of like a bench or something and kneels down. Now, I was really worried about the tree, but I was really hoping I'd be able to find this duffel bag too. He unzips it, looks at you guys. Well, I figured I should get you something if you were gonna help. You know, it's a little short notice, but and he kind of pulls out these 3 like beat up packages and hands one to each of you.
Aww.
That is so sweet. I make. Okay, what was the TV show you said that was not Manimal but is Manimal?
Oh, Animan.
I make an Animan action figure.
Ah, dude, sweet, custom.
And I go, Merry Christmas.
Ah, shalom.
I appreciate that.
Are we gonna open our presents?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Crafter is a very private person, so he turns around and opens his, like, turns away from everybody.
Weirdo. Okay.
Crafter, you find that Mosey has gotten you a new cloak. Black, just the way you like it. Dark, it has pockets.
It has pockets.
It has pockets.
Yardak,
Mm-hmm.
you open up to see a snow globe, but it's got like dolphins and stuff in it, like an ocean-themed snow globe.
All right.
Ruby,
Mm-hmm.
you get a copy of The Nightmare on Elm Street on Laserdisc.
What?
Ruby is touched. Ruby is touched.
To clarify why Nightmare on Elm Street, because when you met this child, you created an illusion of Freddy to see if it could lie to him.
Oh, I did do that.
There's a method to my madness.
Mm-hmm.
Crafter holds up the cloak and says, "Well, this is gonna be my new, going out cloak. My invited to nice parties cloak."
You see him kind of pop the collar of his wind jacket. Yeah, I thought I owed you.
Thank
And
you, Mosey.
anytime he picks up the bag, picks up the tree, starts to turn a corner, and you see him stop dead in his tracks. And he actually drops the shit that's in his hands. No, I'm not going to make it a perception check or anything. And you see that he's looking at, like, this mural of, like, a calendar of the upcoming year.
Hmm.
And he just sort of, oh. Huh. Actually, now this could work.
This could work. Hey, Ruby.
Yeah.
Does he know your name? He's learned it by now.
So this is gonna be kind of weird, but can you make me a balloon filled with paint?
I don't know if I trust him with that.
Can I ask why?
So, this is dumb. Never mind.
No.
Well,
I'm interested.
I never knew when my birthday was, so every year, me and my big brother take a calendar and we lay out all the dates and everything, and we throw a dart, and that's my birthday. And he's not here, so I thought maybe I could do it.
I make a
for
balloon
you.
full of paint and I give it to him. And I'm just like, yes,
Thanks, you guys.
of course.
Ruby, you know that link I sent you last night?
Oh, yeah.
So he throws this balloon full of paint, and last night, man, I actually started to get teared up there. Last night I sent Rachel a random generator that will pick a random day from next year. Rachel, would you care to share when Mosey's birthday is this year?
April 9th.
April 9th it shall be. And I believe that is where we end for tonight.
So 4 months from 2 days from now.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was stream number 2, primed for the holidays.
Pew, pew, pew.
Masks and Mayhem
Yeah.
uses Green Ronin Production, third edition. We are not affiliated.
Publishing.
Look, you're the one who usually does these. Shut up, I'm winging it. You can listen to us on all the funny podcast places. Oh no,
Oh, wait,
shit!
is that
that-
actually
it?
Easter?
That's awesome. That was completely unplanned.
So I actually rolled twice because the first time it gave me a date at the end of 2022, and I was supposed to see next year.
Yeah, well, you know.
It was almost New Year's Eve.
Ba, 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 ba. Right. Yes. Quick post-credit scene. I'll take the first one. You can take the second. So as this adorable moment is happening, we'll say that Yardak and visual aid's full attention is on this delightful child. I suppose Sparky's still there too, but Crafter, your phone starts to ring.
I pick it up. Oh, hey. Oh, oh, yeah, I can be there.
What's going on?
And he puts up a finger. Yeah, Lewis, I got it. And he says, "Hey, can't really talk about it. I gotta go. Do you want a ride back? You want to hit your portal back?"
We probably should because we
Yeah.
had to move my van.
Look, you're in Michigan. That's a bit of a hike. I understand.
And I go, just Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah. Any other holidays you celebrate? Happy New Year.
We used to put up a Festivus tree, but then we kind of agreed that Seinfeld was lame.
Oh, but Seinfeld's fun. I mean, he did date a teenage girl when he was almost 40, but the show's fun.
That, the whole Kramer situation really left a bad taste in my mouth.
Oh yeah, that's fair. And I go,
I'm
Merry
happy I
Christmas.
have no Seinfeld knowledge.
He really should be. Let me tell you, that was a shitty day to be a Black Seinfeld fan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I go, here. And I do, arms out and ask Mosey for a hug.
Mosey kind of looks taken aback for a second before just losing himself in it.
hug.
Like he is clinging to you like you are the last physical affection he will ever receive.
And I go, call me anytime, or if you want to come up to Riverside, get out of this place where you keep getting assassination attempts at you.
And as his face is buried into your sweater,
I can do that. I still have my goggles.
I still have my goggles.
What? I need goggles. I live underground. Imagine what the sun would do to my irises.
That's fair.
All right, shall we mosey on?
meanwhile, somewhere
Aha!
else.
Meanwhile, back in Riverside City, we focus in on the Balea house, where Brock has been invited to join Carl and his mom for a little bit of Christmas Eve festivities.
That was Brandon knocking on the front door. Or
Oh,
Brock.
okay. Yeah. The door opens and Carl's there. Hey, Dad.
Hey, bud. Sorry I'm a little late. You would not believe traffic. Can I...
Yeah. Come in, please.
Yeah.
Mom's gonna want you to take your shoes off, though.
Don't worry, I haven't forgotten her rules. I remember what happened the last time I did. He kicks off his shoes, gives his kid a giant hug, and walks into whatever room Bev's in.
Hey, Brock. Perfect timing. And she's finishing up a phone call. Yeah, I'll talk to you later. All right, bye. Yeah, we were just actually about to put the tree up.
Oh, fantastic. Got this.
We were gonna decorate the tree.
Awesome. Happy to help. Got this for you. It's your favorite. Hands over a thing of mulled wine.
Oh, thanks. And she points to the boxes of decorations. I'm gonna go work on dinner. You and Carl can get started.
Well, kid, it's a whole lot of tree. We've got a whole lot of decorations. Can I trust you to help me?
Yeah, Dad. We got this.
All right. Well, then. I'm going to ask you a series of very basic questions. I'm going to need you to give me a series of very basic answers, son. Do we have an understanding?
Yes, Dad.
Cool.
And he pulls out a little drone that he uses to fly the star up to the top.
Oh, Christ.
Awesome. Now use that little robot thing to show me where the tinsel is.
And that is where we end.
That was cute.
Y'all didn't think I was ever going to hit my gift with that line, did you?
I did not. I was a little surprised.
That's
I was
really
like, I'm gonna
funny.
roll with it now.
Does your kid know the implication of that line?
No, not at all.
Yeah.
I almost said a spoiler.
I thought it.
So did I, but I didn't even realize it would be a spoiler. 'Cause
That's what
yeah.
happened for me for a second.
Because I was like, what spoiler is she talking about? And then I went, that one.
Oh, Dan, you're so pretty.
It happened to be.
What about? Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
So,
Nope.
don't worry
Kellen, you
about
it.
can't know yet.
Now that I
Uh,
would have, if
happy-
it was never
happy-
spoken, I would have just said it. Now that I know that's a spoiler, I know to keep my mouth shut.
Happy
Uh,
holidays. Ignore that. Ignores. Yeah, Kellen, exactly. You don't want to know.
right, I forgot. I'm the Gamer Claus. I'm in charge of the post game. So, what did we all think of tonight?
That was fun.
Hell yeah.
You felt like I gave you guys enough to do. I kind of felt like
Oh, yeah.
parts of it, the DM or the
Let us attack
NPCs
billionaires.
were-
I'm fine. I got
Okay,
I got
well, I
to
was-
assault
Yeah,
multiple
it was
billionaires.
fun.
I was
It's
just worried
also-
that parts
Or
of it,
a
the
billionaire multiple
NPC.
times.
I was just worried that parts of it, the NPCs felt a little hand-holdy. I worry about things like that.
No, plus we don't see your NPCs as often, so
I mean, and it's made to be a one-off, so like
Yeah.
you're not
Yeah,
trying to do
I
some
would
like
say-
super elaborate like lore
yeah.
thing.
Okay.
No,
nah, you're fine,
Callan-
Callan.
My main
Callan,
thing was
you
I
were
was just
always
worried
a
that,
delight.
you guys wanted. Yeah, Callan, you rule.
Can you repeat that one more time, RC? I didn't hear you.
Oh, I was just gonna say that my only thing was I was like, oh, I don't want the other players to feel like I'm not doing it because I was just like teleporting between the trucks. But I was like,
I
this
know
feels
you
like
were
the
like
most
taking
useful.
that
thing
had to
to
be
do.
you.
I need you to understand that none of those villains were going to be defeated until the trucks got turned off.
I figured that was a factor.
Yeah.
Yeah. In fact, if you guys would have focused exclusively on the trucks, that would have lasted one round of combat. That was the gimmick behind that fight.
Wait, if what?
Oh, well, I wanted to fuck with a billionaire.
Oh, yeah, fully understandable, as is your God-given constitutional right. But the trucks were what's important, because you see, Amazon is nothing without its delivery drivers.
Preach.
That is the truth.
So, Dan, how does it feel to have successfully red-stringed your way into figuring out that Amazon was behind it?
I told you, I'm right twice a day.
Yeah, you said Amazon. Callan said Elon 69420.
And me and RC are just sitting there like, God damn it, God damn it, God damn it. Well, I was sitting there like that anyway.
I had to just maintain the knowledge.
Did I guess anything weird as shit?
You guessed that you were going to be sad.
Knew it would happen.
Which is accurate because that's what I do as a DM.
I will say, I guessed in my head that Santa might show up, but I did not guess we'd get a whole fucking poem.
I am so happy that went off without a hitch, without me tripping over my words.
I was wondering for a bit when you said you wanted the Atlas art for the intro. I was like, I wonder how. I'm listening in. And I'm just thinking like, when is Atlas going to show up? And Atlas showed up in a way I totally did not expect. I don't know what I expected. But...
Using that as the transition, because I actually did want to ask you, RC. So you were intimately familiar with a lot of the biggest twists on account of you're the dickhead with the money who got the art made. Did I manage to throw in enough to where you were like still taken aback by anything?
I mean, I had no idea how the villains were going to act. Other than I had a pretty good feeling for the Joe Rogue androids just because they were kind of just mostly mindless, things to punch and show how cool we are. Basically, I did not really have an idea of I had no idea of what Bezos' master plan was. I had no idea for. Anything plot wise other than I knew we were going to the underground because you asked for the Mosey art.
Yeah.
I at least I had the feeling that we were going to the underground too because of Sparky. I was like, well, that's probably a manimal because that's something you've told me about as an idea before. Yeah. And again, also Atlas for that matter too. I was like, oh, this is something Highwind related. Which makes sense given that the last time this group was pulled together, it was for another Highwind adventure.
Yeah, Callan, you might get to find out next year. What were you about to say, Rachel?
Oh, I would just like to imagine that Mosey's shock at that people knew what that show you were talking about. What did you call it again? Animal something?
Animan.
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 I would like to imagine it was very similar to Arcee's face when I 100% knew what Manimal was.
Yeah.
Act like that interaction isn't what inspired that scene.
It was total unbelief shock. He was like, how? And I was like, people have referenced it in other things?
Using that as my transition into the next question, I've got a couple more for you motherfuckers. Sit tight. God, I forgot the question because of the intensity. Right. Characters. How did we feel about the returning? How did we feel about the new characters? Did I schmooze anything up too much? Do you wish I would have given someone more attention?
I want to adopt Mosey.
No, I want more
I've
Sparky.
accepted that, but RC won't let you.
I know.
No, I want more Sparky. It's fucking hilarious.
Well, I did ask RC if I could get another dog.
I haven't made the determination yet.
Well, cause mom is big fat bitch.
That's all you're getting.
What's I looking for? I did like all the characters. As I say, I mean, it was only one new character. Everything else was more lore, world building. I highly doubt. Why am I saying this? That Bezos and Joe Rogue Android will have frequent appearances.
Don't tempt me, Robert.
No, I can't.
I only accept.
I was not expecting Elon to return.
I only accept the Elon bot because he got rid of the Bezos bot.
That is the one nugget I held on to that you could not have gotten out of me because I knew that was the one thing I'd be able to 100% surprise you with, RC.
I appreciate that. But yeah, Sparky's cool. I would have liked a little more opportunity to get to know about the Manimal
This is
backstory
true.
in the underground. It's like a lore dropping thing that I was like, wait, what?
It's okay because Brandon gets a season 3 adventure too.
There you go.
Maybe, probably.
I fucking
Like,
better.
I already agreed to it.
That's what I was about to say. Now listen here, Buster. Ow. Fuck.
I need you guys to know that happens frequently when we record. Brandon just hitting shit.
Someday I'll have Brandon set up all nice and neat.
You can set me up all nice and neat. You won't be able to make me a more graceful beast.
Yeah, but if I take the microphone out of your way, you'll have to work harder to hit it.
No, that's fair. Well, I've only got one final question.
Mm-hmm.
Can you smell what the Rock is cooking?
I've only got 2 more questions.
No, I can't smell what the Rock is cooking.
Please get tested for corona.
Shit.
Did we all have fun tonight?
Yes.
Fuck yeah.
Yes.
Okay. That's all I give a shit about. Fuck you, the viewer. No, I'm kidding. I love you guys. Seriously, if you actually sat through all of my stupid bullshit voices, thank you so much.
Wait, what?
Wait, because he said "fuck you," the viewer.
Wait, I'm the viewer.
I'm kidding, Callan. You know I love you, Callan. I'm just trying to get your last name.
No,
So-
the way that I'm the viewer, we, a lot of us here have a friend who was Australian, and she once told me she watched at the time George Clooney only did the coffee commercials overseas, and he was on a talk show, and he said, "Oh yeah, I do coffee commercials in foreign markets," and she sat there and she goes, "Wait, I am foreign markets." Like,
I love that. Well, before we officially wrap up for the evening, do we have any housekeeping notes?
Keep an eye out. We're working on the next episode. No current plans for another stream, but we're talking about ways to sustainably maybe be able to do these more often, or find ways, fun little side adventures like we did with the Halloween.
Mhm.
So just keep an eye out. Obviously, Callan, you know where to find us. You're always responding to us on social media, which we super appreciate.
Yes.
But anyone else, you can find us at MayhemCast on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. I think we technically have a TikTok.
Do we?
I can make us a MySpace.
why?
Go for it.
Why not?
I mean, I guess ours 4 are in the top 8. Who else? Callan.
Callan does post the pictures, which makes my goddamn day.
It's
They
honestly.
really
All right,
do
fine.
every
Yeah,
time.
I want to see what for this one.
I cannot wait to see the abbreviated for this one. You've been challenged, Callan.
Oh yeah.
The gauntlet
All
has
right,
been thrown the fuck down.
On that note, I will see you all later, and
Nope.
awesome.
Gotta be up for
Have a
work in
good
like
night,
8 hours, so I'm going to sleep.
no.
Same.